back in Allhearth for another doozy round the corner. Kids is back with us, so we can pick up some more Commonwealth business and find out what Faywin was up to as you and Mira headed off into the Commonwealth, the ranks of the Commonwealth Keep to discuss the high level, at least, the Death Bloom and safe passage for the people of the Glimmering Hollow, who are now camping up outside the main walls of Allhearth itself. Refugees spanning around the outside of the city. But, yes, the boys, the lads were out on tour last time round. Arta had a nice tour of the city, finding out all his favourite places and sundials to see, whilst the rest of you guys went on a journey in to see the Druids, staying away from the Irvin Sector Star and concentrating on Von's Circle of Stars, speaking to Tycho and Glass, his mentor. Tycho informing you as you divulge information of the vampire / mind flayer to keep it stum, and to take it to the Votanus Arcane Institute, the wizard school in the Scholars District, which you did so. You managed to not break in, but forcibly get yourselves inside the institute and a meeting with the headmaster, whose name is Mariano, something like that, as they agreed to take, on Tycho's request, take the body and study it, and then dropped a little bit of information on you guys around the astral plane and where these beasts had come from. That they had heard of them before, but this is the first species that they'd actually got their hands on. So they were very excited to get to work on it. With Von also sharing in the quiet times with him and just Tycho himself, his infliction, his potential bite, and whatever was going on with his powers, which again Tycho asked to keep to yourself for fear of what might happen if this was to get out. That was all locked up. The guy said they'd look after it for a while. You'd need they'd only so long they could keep it under wraps, as the wizarding school itself is funded by the Commonwealth. So they can do what they can, but there's only so long they can keep something like this under the wraps of secrecy. But within their warded school, they felt it was fairly well protected. You guys then head back out into the city. It was late in the evening. Went and got absolutely shit-faced. Sung for a load of travellers on the outskirts of the city, back where you'd come in, with the people of the Glimmering Hollow enjoying a drink in now their relative safety. A song and dance from our kobold friend. It's been a while since it's been the right time, even with his sore throat, managing to pull off a performance. As you've got some information on the comings and goings of Commonwealth, Dragonborns have been spotted in the city for the first time in a while. It's caused a little bit of a kick-up, some gossip, as well as a noble orc, who I don't think you even asked her name, but in your drunken state agreed to go and find her son, which is...
Megsmart.
No, you've just made something up there, and I don't think I like it. That might go against you now. Let's mark this down on there. Herbs karma system for killing people. Yes. In your drunken state to do that. You then made your way back up the main street, back towards the Druid's home, outside, just outside the main square of Glamorgan, that's the wrong fucking city, outside Allhearth, and slept off, arriving quite late in the evening, your copious amounts of alcohol. Faywin, you went with Mira on an important mission to, with the guards of that stopped you at the gates, into the Commonwealth to try and gain her the best audience that you could give, to allow her to have discussions around essentially why they had brought these people here. They know who the Thornwind Sentinels are. The people of the Commonwealth themselves would have known about them in general, but essentially why they had brought this party of 150 to 200 people to the Narrow Way to camp, why they were moving them across. Bits of information on the Death Bloom, but I think Mira would have kept it more to there being a danger, light touch on the Death Bloom in detail, and more concentrating on the safety of the people. As part of that, and doing a great job of getting them into the right people, that there is a council meeting to be called with the High Elven representatives, the Ministry of Defence, and Ministries of like Health and Trade and stuff of the Council of the Commonwealth, which are a mixture of elves and other species. is going to be held, and Mira is going to present at that. And you had left her kind of at the Commonwealth. She's staying there until she can get this sorted out, as you thought. You'd spent too much time, had an inkling that these guys might get themselves into a little bit of trouble if you weren't keeping touch. Asking around, it doesn't take you long early on the next day to find that they had been given keep at the Druid, I call it a commune, the big shared accommodation that the Druid house have. You would know where that is. And you can head yourself there in the morning, bright and early, to catch these hungover gentlemen, each in their own room, which is lovely. But yes, the rest of the Druids, you can see a lot of them robed up and cloaked are having breakfast this morning as you arrive, as you come in. It wouldn't take you long, or you wouldn't need to persuade many people to point you in the direction of those that came in and maybe were causing a bit of a stir in the evening. So, would you like to wake them up this morning?
Oh, I would love to.
The Druids, you can hear when they come in. You pick up straight away, even without a few of them like, oh, did you hear those coming? There's, I don't know which sect they're from. They came in last night, making so much noise, singing on their way upstairs, blah, blah, blah. And you quickly pick up from that this must be the rest of your party.
I just sighed in real life.
You just put them what?
I just sighed in real life.
I definitely thought you said fired.
I'm in character.
Yeah, I thought you said fired as well.
I was like, the way your mic cut out, I was like, I just fired in real life. Didn't need to share that.
I sighed.
Sighed, yeah. Yes, it would very much be that. As you can see, they're not. It's not like they're super stuffy, but yeah, these are either druids that are off to do clerical practices, druids that are there to start the celebrations. We are in the middle of one of the festivals, Candlemas. So the spring cleaning. So yeah, there's lots of festivities going on. So a lot of the druids are very busy holding festivities and holding different services for different people across the sea. Yeah.
Could I ask someone where the rooms are?
Mm-hmm. As you look around, you can see a lot of the doors at this time, and would say that it's not super late in the day, but it's getting past. It's like the 9:30, 9:45. Most people that are here and working are eating enough to work. You can see where they leave all their doors open, so the rooms can go in and be cleaned. They're quite clearly the 4 doors that are left shut in a row on the upper floor.
Okay, I'll go to door number 1, please, and I'd like to bang on the door.
You can bang on the door. Who's behind door number 1? You bang on the door. You recognise the snoring of a small kobold.
Incredible. I would like to continue to bang on the door until I wake him up.
Nice.
Fuck off!
I'm still banging.
I said fuck off!
I think who's in room number 3? 3. Arta. You can hear banging outside, not on your door, but it's getting loud as if it sounds like it's getting on your door as well.
I wake up and I see there's a half-eaten bit of street food on my bed next to me, and it's like it's on my pillow and it's on my face.
Nice.
I feel it on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And say,
Faywin's anger level increasing as I move to the next door. Start banging on that one.
That's when Zaga will open his door, and as he opens his door, there's a strong waft of farts.
Nice. These aren't very big rooms, but these like
very dirty beer farts.
Well, is that from Faywin or from you?
It was a sigh. We misheard.
He looks around like, we want something.
Yeah, you'll see just Faywin banging on the door. Arta, at this point, you're staring at this chicken, contemplating and working out what the hell has happened. Maybe having that little thought, do you try it now in the morning? That's when that banging just on your door. Are you saying anything as well, or are you just banging on the door, Faywin?
Banging on the door.
Just banging on the door.
Just banging on the door.
Yeah.
And then on to the next one. I'm not getting a response.
I cast... Am I going to do that?
Yeah, you can waste spells for that. That won't go.
I'm going to cast Silence on the door.
Nice. The spell's off. So yeah, you start banging and you realise the sound is not making any sound.
Right, so I've worked out then that Zaga's in the first one and Arta must be in that one because only Arta would do something like that. So I go on to the next door.
Von, your door.
Is that within a 20-foot radius?
It depends where you centered it, but the door probably wouldn't be because it would
On
be
the
in a
door,
circle.
yeah.
If you put it on the door, yeah, it'd be outside. Von, you only trance anyway, so you've probably heard this racket going and assume that there's a storm coming your way.
Yeah.
Under my breath in Minotaur, I'd like to just say wankers as I'm banging on this door.
Nice. Nobody understands.
I reluctantly go up to the door and open the door.
Oh, good morning. I thought maybe you hadn't come back after all.
But good morning to you too.
Well, I was walking and I heard all the druids say about how noisy you all were yesterday.
Oh, we couldn't have been that noisy.
This is my hometown, Bon. I don't know if you want to have a little bit more respect. These people know my father, who is incredibly rich and important in this city.
Zaga will wander up behind
Yeah.
these two having a conversation and just fart loudly again.
Roll a Constitution saving throw for shooting yourself. DC 15.
6.
It gets wet at the end.
Oh, shit! Where's the bathrooms?
That's gonna neutralize.
Zaga waddles off to where he thinks the bathrooms are.
Otto,
I can wear trousers.
He's running down his leg.
Or is he like Winnie the Pooh?
Studded leather.
Otto, you're trying to sleep. Outside, you hear a conversation and then what sounds like a very wet fart.
I saw a sniff. No, not me.
Sniff again. No, it's not.
And then I sort of kind of sit up and I put my hand on the bed, like to help myself up. And I feel this wet patch. And I'm like thinking, oh, fuck. When I look down, it's just a drink that I'd spilt on the bed, like at the bottle there in the bed.
Little sniff test. It's not piss.
Yeah, that's the piss. Fuck's sake. Keep it down!
At this point, I'd like to send John to Ottar's door
Mm-hmm.
to peck at the door to try and knock and wake him up.
Nice. Easy enough to do. As you shout
Does
that,
the
it's
door open in or out?
in.
Yeah, nice try.
Health and safety.
So, Ron, what happened last night? What is up with everybody else? Why are they not getting up? I imagine if there was noise and the smell of that one, and the gesture to Zach. You had a good night whilst I was trying to sort out international relations.
Hey, I had to deal with a lot yesterday myself as well, okay?
Okay, well, you can tell me about that when the others get up.
We just needed, after everything that's happened the last few days, just to cool off for a bit. That's all it was, just one night of cooling off.
Mm-hmm. Talking of cooling off, where's the, you know what? They stored it somewhere for you? Or?
Yes. Dog was in a safe location.
I look around to make sure there's no one around as well.
Mm-hmm. Roll a perception check.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, it's fine. You're on. So the mess hall bit is like in the middle, and if you imagine all the rooms are around the outside of this like rectangle, you're on the second floor on like an open balcony. So as you look around, most of the people have cleared out for the mess hall and have gone around. There's probably a few druids, but none of them seem to be paying attention.
Okay.
At this point, I cast friends on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I come to the door. I say, "Friend, very good to see you. You look very radiant this morning."
Oh,
And I burp. No, excuse me.
Good morning, Ottar.
How are you?
Just for visual purposes, what are you wearing? How about Otto sleep? The heavy
Nothing at
pirate
all.
man.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Does his collar? Does the collar match the cuffs? What is it? Carpet match the drapes? Has he got pebble bush?
It's a bit, yes, but a bit more grade.
Okay.
Quite sparse.
Patchwork pews. Nice. Sorry, I just needed to make sure we had the visuals right for everybody.
Hold on. Are you saying that you're not wearing any pants?
Maybe just like baggy pants. Saggy wife
Oh,
pants.
then I take back my, oh, well, thank you. And I'm like, go and get dressed.
He casts friends on himself. Doesn't that have an effect?
It just has
Oh,
advantage on
what's that
charisma checks.
Can I roll against him?
I mean,
See if it works?
he's not trying to ask you to do anything. He's just being nice. You find
Yeah,
it
but it's
difficult to
not.
be hostile towards him, but I don't think you're
Okay.
gonna. So like you
Until
probably wouldn't
until it
attack him.
wears off.
Until it wears off. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'd like to suggest to him that maybe he goes and gets dressed because
I look down and go, oh, sorry, yes, I'll go get dressed.
just for somewhere that you haven't been before, that's all. I just don't want you to be embarrassed. That's all.
And
At this
I
point, you hear a loud.
I give her a wink as I turn around.
At this point, you hear a loud from where the bathrooms are.
Nice. Communal bathroom as well. That's gonna stick that one out.
God.
Yeah. After a minute,
Good
you
to see
realise
some
that
things don't change.
as you're having this realization, you realise after a minute that you weren't that repulsed by Otto's body, but now you maybe are by his, and then you realise there was a magical effect that was at play.
So I've been back for all of 10 minutes and I've had 2 spells cast. Brilliant.
So, how was your chat with the Commonwealth?
Oh, I tell you, it's strange to be home. Yeah, but going back there, it just felt like I'd never been away. Mira and I explained what was happening and about all of the displaced people, and yeah, I gave a kind of overview about what's been happening in the forest, not to quite as much detail as I would have liked, but the urgency of the situation, I think we were able to get across a little. They're calling a meeting with the Ministry of Defense and some others. Nearly said Ministry of Magic.
That's good.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
So you would
I
have.
mean,
So at that point,
Go on.
you would have also been offered. So Mira's going to stay there and talk at that council meeting. You would have been offered, or Mira would have kind of offered to you to come and speak, or your party at least, to come and speak at that meeting as well about the Death Bloom in more detail if you felt it was going to be useful for the council to be able to. So the council is essentially made up a lot of the ministers, a few of the different. There's a big council of all the different races. Then there's this actual like smaller town running council, which is mainly just centered on Allhearth rather than the full country itself. And it's mixed up, but yeah, made up of these different representatives. But they're going to hear about the refugee situation. Up to you guys whether you want to go there and explain the Death Bloom situation as well, or you want to go via other means for that. But this is your route to go. You have Druids, you have the Commonwealth. They're like 2 different people to talk to in the town.
I'll explain that to them.
Mhm.
Just say I'm
So-
not sure that if the meeting's this morning, it's the best idea that you all come, but we've been offered that by Mira.
okay. I mean, from my brief chat with some of the druids yesterday, I mean, we haven't found Bo yet and spoke to him, but doesn't sound like it's been too much of a pressing matter for them, so that's
Really?
not a good sign.
Like, at all? Even though we've sent messages and letters and people back and...
As I say, I haven't spoken to the Earthen sect yet, but people I know from other sects, they haven't really heard much about it, and I imagine that it probably would be quite a big talk if it was
Right.
being taken that seriously.
Have you got a meeting arranged with the Earthen sect?
I haven't yet. No.
You didn't organise that yesterday? Oh, no, sorry, you went to the pub.
At this point, Zaga will wander back down the corridor and say, "Hey, Faywin, I'm going to go see if they got any duck.
Good morning, Zaga.
I'll give it like
when-
10 minutes if you need the bathroom."
Okay. When I walked in, Zaga, they were clearing up breakfast stuff, so I'm not sure there'll be anything down
"Wait, what? Oh, shit." And Zaga starts to speed up.
Nice.
there. Just for clarification, Faywin saw nothing. Which is being horrible.
It works though.
I kind of say under my breath, he gets a friendly good morning.
I dart a look at one.
Oh, it's good to have Faven back.
I'm back.
Roll initiative.
No, I didn't get a chance to see them yesterday. We had a lot of other stuff to do, so
No trouble, I hope.
in the evening it would have been too late to go and speak to them. So,
Do you know their bedtimes? Do you not
well,
feel
you
this is a
know, as
pressing matter?
being part of this school for the last 5 years, I kind of do.
And what time is their bedtime?
About 9 o'clock, and that's when we went to the pub. So.
And no one from the Earthen Sect was in the pub? Oh, do you know what? Forget it. And then, can I just check with Arta's silence? Can I tell that that's been cast on that?
Yeah, because you'd been banging on the door and all of a sudden it just stops making a noise.
Can I try and open this door?
Yeah, none of the doors got locked on. Unless they've propped them.
Oh, then I'm just... I'm just going to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Help me wake this one up, Von.
What did she see when she walks in?
Arta nibbling on
Arta's fallen asleep in his clothes. He's still got his clothes on. There's a bit of like some kind of street food with a sauce on his pillow, and also some of it's on his face.
Questionable chicken and peanut sauce.
Yeah, something like that.
Looks a little bit in the dark, like a turd. With peanut sauce.
Saga's the main, the main suspect.
It's that bit when you're like, it's all obviously a good idea to get a hot dog at 4 a.m. Like, clearly this man is cooking hot dogs to the best standard at 4 a.m. This is all similar things. Chicken skewers, or what they call chicken skewers. You guys botched a load of them.
Is there windows in the room?
Oh, only on the front side. So, like, where the door is, there'll be like a window, a small window at the front, but the back of it is blocked off because there'll be buildings behind it.
Never mind.
So it's
Can I go over to try and wake him up?
Yeah. As you open the door, let the stank out for the first couple of seconds. Hold your breath.
Yeah, I was going to try and open a window with gusts so I didn't have to breathe it in.
Make fun, create water.
I was tempted, but I didn't know if it was a birth lot, so I didn't bother asking. I'll try, with touching him as little as possible, try to wake him up.
You can shoot with an arrow if you'd like. You get advantage because he's laying down. Technically pressed.
I'm proud of you, Bo.
I contemplated infestation, but I realised it just done it.
Cool. After you, after waking, falling back to sleep, staring at the questionable chicken, and now being poked.
I got a dirty 20 on my Constitution saving throw for silence.
There was no damage, but I like it. Silence stays up. Yeah, so it's just deadly quiet in the room.
You can see Faywin's mouth moving, like really aggressively,
You're like
shouting.
lifting these eyelids up.
Yeah. And then I just storm off.
The
But I
silence
leave the
storm.
door wide open.
Nice.
As she leaves, Arta's obviously has been awake for this, and I like open my eyes, like squinting to make sure that she's left,
Mm-hmm.
and then I stretch and start like getting up,
Nice.
and I cancel silence.
Cool. You got. Zaga, you make your way downstairs. Grab breakfast. Roll a d20 for me. Just standard.
Just to see if he shits himself again.
Yep.
3.
Oh, 3 is so low. You get there. There was duck, but it's all been eaten.
Zaga's face is very upset.
Seeing how
Did he
upset your
notice that?
face is, the man offers you the tray that the duck was sat in. There's quite a lot of duck fat still within there, and some bread if you wanted to like mop up some of the duck fat and bread.
Zaga
It's quite
looks
good
at it,
sometimes.
thinks about how bad his stomach just was, looks at it again, sort of pats himself on the stomach, and then decides he's going to risk it.
Nice. Yeah, he can give you up a load of slices of bread just to mop up and then dripping style eat duck fat.
Zaga
bread.
takes that to the closest table.
Nice. So there's big picnic bench tables, like mess hall style, but out in an open air piece. So this is like a big rectangle. The middle is open to the elements. In the middle is these big picnic benches. Some of them have got like gazebo type things over in case the weather's there. And then underneath one of the sides is where the kitchen area is. On top is a load of rooms, and around the bottom is a load of rooms as well. So yeah, you can all make your way downstairs if you want. And as Zaga is dipping bread in duck fat and yamming it down. It's delicious. But yeah, your stomach is...
Did anything else happen yesterday that I missed?
Well, we got a couple of leads to help a couple people out around town.
I assume these two are still upstairs having this conversation.
I thought we went down.
Yeah, you can go down. Anyone's awake, you can go down. Makes it easier.
I was going to hang at the top of the stairs because he knows Feywood's pissed off and then with a hangover.
Hiding back.
He's just going to keep poking his head round to see if they've left yet before he goes down for his own breakfast.
But no, if you want to sit at the table, you can sit on a different table. But yeah, it does make it easier to talk to each other if you sit next to each other.
Can I try and listen in?
From the top of the stairs? Yeah.
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 What do I need to roll?
Just roll a perception check.
That is
Listening.
Perception. That is 17.
17, nice. Yeah, you'll pick up most. It's not busy. It's not loud. There's not a lot of people there, so you better pick up most. You can like nonchalantly pretend you're not looking, and all you're doing is just training your ears just to hear exactly what's going on. So yeah, we say the three of you are sat together, but elves and Zaga. Otto, are you making your way downstairs after putting some clothes on?
No, I'm at the table too.
Yeah,
so.
nice. So yeah, four of you sat down. You can see Arta. Arta, give me a performance check. Not dancing.
Performance of 14.
14. You can see Arta trying to look nonchalant up there. He's doing an okay job of it, but yeah, you can see that he's hanging back on purpose for a reason. Also, as good as his performance is, you are in an almost empty mess hall now, with him just stood upstairs and you lot sat downstairs.
Hey, where's Arthur? I need him to point me to the docks.
Yeah, he's probably still sleeping.
How am I going to get to the
well he's at the
docks?
top of the stairs.
Gosh, keep it down.
What do you mean? This is my town. I can take you anywhere.
But no, you haven't had a tour. He had a tour.
I don't need a tour. I grew up here.
I don't know. It's been a while since you've been here.
These are ends.
He was
Zaga.
shown around yesterday.
Right.
It's fresh in
Funny-
his mind.
Yeah, I don't think the docks have moved. You know, I lived here for hundreds of years. If you want to wait for us, then wait for us.
How old are you?
100? I meant 100 years.
Well,
I think-
you haven't lived here for 100 years. You've been away from here for at least like 3 weeks.
Okay.
What's
Wait,
100 years
what?
minus 3 weeks?
Wait for us.
99 years and 49 weeks.
Yeah, see, that's less than 100 years. Arthur had a tour yesterday.
Fine.
It's actually 5 weeks, guys.
Oh, there we go. 47 weeks in. Was that you, God?
Yes. This is me, child.
So yeah, I heard about some Dragonborn that came in on a boat. I want to go find that boat and see if anyone's around.
Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Why are there Dragonborn here?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen them yet.
My eyes light up.
Mhm.
Dragonborn.
Why are your
You've
Why are
got-
your eyes like that?
What?
Why are you making that face when I say Dragonborn?
Oh, I just find them fascinating creatures.
What? You met a kobold? That's not good enough?
Yeah. You're like a miniature Dragonborn, I suppose.
Like a better Dragonborn.
Uh-huh.
All the dragony goodness in a smaller package. It's more concentrated.
Right. That's what you call it.
Dragony
Got a
goodness.
thing to do this morning.
What were we gonna do this morning?
Gonna find out about that missing boy.
What boy?
Yeah, that
Missing boy?
The orc boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Smeg. It was Smeg, right?
Something like that.
That's close enough. We promised his mum we'd try and find him, right?
What happened to the boy?
He's-
Well, that's what we're gonna find out.
Do you
He's
think
been
it's
working
death
at the-
bloom related, or?
No, definitely not.
Like
He's
gang related.
Wait,
possibly.
Like you say, we're in ends. So
It all works.
it was
Gangs?
pastry. It was pastry related, right? We're gonna go get pastries.
It was pastry related, yes.
I mean, I could go for a pie right now. Not gonna lie.
Savory or sweet?
Well, let's see what they've got. I guess. Maybe one of each.
If you have a nice savory pie, you gotta have some peas with it.
Oh, peas. Mm.
Please.
Oh, goodness, I'm gone for and it all just goes to shit. In and out of character. I fucking hate peas.
Hearing the sound of pastries, a trip to the pastry shop. Art obviously wants a pan of chocolat. No, he doesn't. He wants an apple thing.
Strudel.
Strudel.
He's going to walk down the stairs nonchalantly.
At the sound of pastries, what does Hector do?
Goes into a fit.
Hey, Arthur, there you are. How do I get to the docks?
Listen to the for the sound of moving water.
Is it near the sundial?
No. Why do you think everything's near the sundial?
I mean, that's what you seemed to be saying yesterday.
Yeah, lots
It's
of
like the
things
centre
near
of
the
town.
sundial. It's the center of the town.
What's that on your face?
And I try and look for some water. Just
Yeah.
trying to avoid the question. Forgetting
There
that
is-
I've got food on my face.
Yep.
Do I find any?
Yeah. There'll be some like pictures of water that you could like pour out into a glass or into your hands, I suppose.
Into my hands, and I'll like try and just wipe it off
Mhm.
bit by bit.
Bond turns it into ice.
Your moustache falls off. Yeah, you can successfully. Well, you can see you're trying to rub it off, but you have no idea whether you've been successful or not.
So, where did we say we were going to meet Smegma? I can't remember.
The sundial at midday.
We
Oh,
need to head
sundial.
down.
I know where the sundial is.
Well, that's why I suggested it.
How will we know it's midday if we're not near a sundial? Do we just have to wait there until midday?
When the sun's in the the top of the sky.
Well, Faywin's been here 100 years. She knows what midday looks like.
Not quite 100 years. We figured this out.
I can't believe she's been lying to us.
Excuse me?
Is it midday yet?
You won't see midday if you carry on.
You disappeared for one night, and you're now all moody.
Disappeared! I was at the Commonwealth. I was trying to, do what we came here to do.
Oh, well, wait. We dropped off the vampire body.
Yeah. No, we delivered it. I thought we were delivering it. We were
And
delivering
we're
it.
helping out the locals. What do you want us to do?
I like that.
Your people.
Where's the police force in this place? Honestly, we've been here 30 seconds. We're trying to find missing children. Surely there should be like guards and stuff that do this job.
That's a good point.
The last time that there were missing children, you tried to sell them. Am I right?
No, Zaga tried to
Zaga?
sell them.
No comment.
And I mean, we are technically we're basically selling them here because we're getting a reward.
Oh, I should have known there'd be money involved.
We are getting a reward, aren't we? I didn't
Speaking
just
of
make that up.
rewards,
I remember the reward for the scrolls was good.
Oh, we need to find Mirial or whatever his name was.
Muriel.
Horatio?
Mandy.
Horatio?
Muriel.
Is that it?
Oh wait, your guide you're talking about, or the
Yeah.
one who stole the scrolls?
I told
Oh,
you this on the way
Valerie.
back to the pub. You must have just drunk so much.
There,
They said they knew
Valerie.
something.
Valerie.
And I've got an idea. And the hangover's starting to fall away at this point. I'm like, we can go to the black market. I know the perfect place where we can. I said this last night. I'm going to say it again. Where we can get some high class clothes, show that we belong.
Zaga's stomach rumbles in a worrying way. After all of this stuff.
so descriptive. It's
I
not
thought
fair.
that was the mention of spending money.
So don't worry. I can tell your belly's adverse to spending money. You've got your hat. You can make yourself look less like that.
Why do we need to look
I'm not buying
high
clothes.
class?
I'm assuming if we go to the black market, we want to make sure that we're in the upper echelons.
Why?
I mean, the black market's probably not where the upper class go. They'd probably just go to the regular market.
But what about if there's like secret stuff that they want and they have to put like masks on? Oh, we could wear masks.
I'm down for wearing a mask, I guess.
Can I get? I'm gonna get a mask of Von Van's face.
I'm sure there's plenty of them lying around.
We can get it commissioned.
I'm trying to
this
think of
plan's
how to
coming together.
describe my face. Favorite
Look, we're
face.
planning. Is it midday yet?
No, I can't see a sundial.
We need to go in and get information before we
Yeah,
meet.
we're just going to give her information
we
at midday.
breakfast.
We need to go and check out the pastry shop.
Oh, breakfast
Yeah.
pastries.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do you reckon they've got like sausage in pastry and like?
There's
we
only
could
one
call
way
it-
to find out.
We could call it a sausage roll.
So
You know what I'd quite like is a pastry full of bits of steak and gravy
Ooh,
Oh,
baked in there.
but it's got like
maybe duck and gravy.
but the pastry for the one you just said, Zaga, it's got like a rim on it so you can hold it, so you don't get all the meat.
That
like, on
sounds
your hands
perfect.
and
Why
stuff.
do we not own a bakery?
Well, someone told us that we had to come here to deliver a vampire and do peace
You
talks.
could own a bakery inside the spa.
What spa?
You were going to get a spa yourself. You and I are going to own a spa.
I still don't know what a spa is, if I'm truly honest, but yes. But it's going to be expensive. We need, I think it was 3,000 gold for one of those little mid-terraces with the small garden.
Have you been looking at buying property in Warpath while I've been speaking to the Commonwealth?
Well, I had this dream, and it was a man in a sort of a black suit. He was quite a small man, and he had a cane and a top hat. And he said, "Buy property."
Right. Right.
Sorry, there was no need to do a Monopoly Man reference. I apologise.
Kins is wondering why the fuck she logged on for this.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm already laying down.
But yeah, no. Do you not own property in
Of course I do, but why are you looking to buy property? You're not staying here.
He wants to be a neighbour.
God, no.
There
That's a
goes
bit
the
harsh, isn't
neighborhood.
it?
Maybe I think I'm thinking of settling down. Having a nice little vegetable patch, living a life of luxury. Can I have a
Right.
loan of 10,000 gold, please?
Right.
I may pay it back.
So this pie lady, should we get going?
It's not
Yeah.
midday yet.
Yeah.
We
Start helping
don't-
out.
we need to go there before midday, Arthur.
I know, but she mentioned the pie lady. We're going to the pastry shop.
Zaga's
Well,
stomach
I mean-
makes a weird rumbling sound and he looks down at it quite worried.
Pastries are not that expensive, Zaga.
Oh, you gonna poo yourself?
I get up and start walking as though I know where I'm going.
I guess we're following him. He knows the town.
I'll follow you, Von.
Yes, let's go.
I do too. Glad to be back.
Zaga follows gingerly.
Who's gingerly?
Safety poo. Nice. So you head your way back down south towards the bakery. I don't think
Actually-
we went through.
We
Yep.
came out at a druid house, didn't we?
Yeah, you're in the north. Yeah, you are. Well, you didn't come out. You're staying very close to the druid house.
Oh.
You're up by the yards of the main Commonwealth. So you'll be going all the way down that main street again, back to Narrow Way, back to where you entered the city. Is where she said the bakery was.
Okay, yeah.
It was when you were drinking outside the pub that she was walking around trying to find adventurers or the like within the Narrow Way to go to this.
Yeah, no.
We passed the jewellery shop on the way.
You can do. It's on the way. It's in the general direction, so you can pass by it if you want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind just quickly nipping in there.
As we're walking
I'll
through
follow
the yards, I'd
beside
like
you.
to point out some of the shops.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as they say that, you can take him to the shop if you'd like.
Yeah, it's something I want to get and see if they do it.
Well, we have the Crown Jewels Emporium.
If it's on the way.
Now. Well, yeah, it's just 3 Morgana's Throne, so in Morgana's Throne.
Oh, well, I want to go there too.
Oh, there's an absolutely exquisite lady that runs it, actually. I wonder if she's still there.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sorry, I was thinking about somebody who shops there, then.
I guess you don't know the town as well.
It's Master Goldhammer. I think you must know. I just wonder if he's still there.
What can happen in 5 weeks?
Ah, you're kidding me.
You guys head on, ribbing each other the whole way.
As we're walking, I
the
asked
Crown Jewel
Faywin if she
Emporium.
got the reward money for finding herself.
Oh,
Is it too late to give me silence?
you can decide to be silent yourself.
Just as a... Oh, no, I wanted to cast it on him.
Oh, you want to cast on him?
It doesn't follow you. It's not. It's not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Nice. So you make your way towards the Crown Jewels Emporium, off the main street slightly on that Morgana's Throne big 4-wide lane street is the one that you walked in and walked out on. So yeah, just off that, not 1 or 2 streets back, because it is a rather nice shop. You found the Crown Jewels Emporium, not a huge store. But you can see from the front displays, it has a wide range of different sized, shaped gems, jewels, and shiny things. And yes, as you walk through, the little bell rings, and you can see on all of the cases that are there that they're all guarded cases. They all have they're either locked in some of that front area. You can see he's got a nice lock around the side of it there, and there's not a huge amount that's out on store on show that is open. It's mixed between a jewel shop and like a pawn shop in protective setup. As yes, the little bell rings. As there is a hill dwarf, smaller dwarf, little shorter beard. Doesn't look. His skin is a lot softer around the eyes, bald on top, but brown hair around the monk's haircut around the side of this small tash. Quite elaborate mustache. As yes, Master Silas Goldhammer welcomes you. He's like, oh, welcome. Oh, I forgot how to do the fucking accents. Hey. Welcome to the Crown Jewels Emporium. How can I help you on this fine morning?
Good day, madam. I'm just looking for a couple of...
Even said it was a woman.
I'm a man.
My friend here said the owner was a woman. So
well, the female dwarves do have mighty fine beards, my friend.
Oh, that they do.
A lot can happen in 5 weeks, say Faywin.
Oh, God, it hurt.
Yes, this is like the right place to come first for some sapphires.
Oh.
And I'm looking for, general sapphires, but a specific sapphire. One with an undead eyeball in. Is that something you do?
He he's looking, going through and just looks back at
Zaga
you
looks at Otter really weird at this point as well.
And
Yeah,
Same.
Arsen's very confused.
once again, an undead eyeball.
Yes, I mean, you're a jeweler. I mean, I guess I could go to some of the magic shops in town.
I
I
think
think with jewels, it's a specific. I'd like a sapphire.
sapphires I can do for you, but an undead eyeball inside is a little bit outside.
Not
of
your
my-
thing. No.
Not necessarily, but there is the. And he goes, hang on.
How does it get into the sapphire?
Is it
But
something?
that's why I came here.
Is it something specific you're asking for? Is it like it's something specific?
I need a gem with an undead eyeball in
You need a gem with an undead eyeball in. Okay.
for his spell. Yes. And that's why I came here in character.
Yeah. I was just checking there wasn't something else that was floating around. He's like, no. And then he flicked through some bits. And he's like, you need to go to one of our friends up. Oh shit! In the north of the city, somewhere that's a little bit like you say, more magical. We're here a little bit more ornate in design. The crown jewels, beautiful necklaces with sapphires. We can do the
You have any sapphire rings?
just with no eyeballs.
with no eyeballs. I like
Yes, yes, and he goes through, pulls out this this like big tray of rings that start with gold and go up and down the gem colors and types, and then go into silvers and then go into platinums as it runs like along. He's like, any particular one you're looking for?
Sapphire as blue as the ocean.
Oh, he goes, and he's going through and showing you off some. So yeah, you can get, if you just want a basic ring with a sapphire in it. What metal?
What are the options?
Gold, platinum, silver, copper if you want it to, but it's not really gonna be as nice.
How much is a platinum one?
Platinum one will be. Let me just. I've had it up, but now I've lost it. You know when you offer something and realize you didn't have anything down for it. That'll be 25 gold pieces. The sapphire itself, it's not like a. The sapphires aren't the most expensive bit, so it's a decent sized, like a signet ring sized. For that, and then it's like between 5 and 7 gold pieces less for lesser metals.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
And he goes, if sapphires are your interest, you should be interested in this. And he gives you a flyer, and it says on the front of it, celebrating 500 years since the fall in conquest. Come and see the artifacts that made it. The artifacts from the time, and then there's like different pictures on there. There's the big one in the center is a giant sapphire necklace. And then there's some other necklaces there. There's a couple of gems, which are like a quick look not just to be normal gems. They look to have something within them. There's some like magical gems. He's like, this could be right up your alley. It's apparently they're getting out of the Commonwealth a showcase of some of the nicest. We've helped curate some of the stuff, but it's a bit more magical in nature, and there's a little bit more lore to it than some of the stuff we sell here.
Thank you very much. So, regarding that specific sapphire, I was asking, you said somewhere up north. Is there anywhere you could recommend specifically?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to give you a hard-on, giggly, a definite, but the Mystic Emporium in the Sunrise District, they get a fair amount of crazy stuff coming in from the boats, and they've been known to dabble in the more mystic.
Thank you.
I can take you there later, Ottar, if you like.
That'd be great. Thank you, Faerun. Thank you very much. This ring's wonderful. Have a good day.
And Zaga will approach the counter and say, "Hello, Mr. Dwarf."
Hello, my kobold friend.
He's already forgotten the dwarf's name.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches into his pack and pulls out the bag of jewelry worth 150 gold approximately, and says, I have this bag of jewelry. I estimate it's worth about 300 gold pieces. The quality of the materials and the craftsmanship is exquisite. What would you give me for it? And puts it down on the table.
He obviously knows what he's talking about. Yeah. Roll a persuasion check. He obviously is a skilled jeweler.
Yes,
so, okay.
Persuasion is 23.
23, nice. As he goes through and he's checking each of the pieces and look at them, he's like, there's some interesting stuff in here. Not many times you see this. And he pulls out some of the jewelry that some of the rings are like nicely designed a bit. And he's like, okay, I'll give you 175 gold for the full bag if you want to get rid of everything.
175, Tell me, do you have any diamonds in stock?
Oh, we have many diamonds. Diamonds into jewelry or diamonds for other purposes?
I don't know. My friend was looking for one a while ago. He's after paying attention.
I was paying attention, but he doesn't.
I guess he doesn't care. Okay, 175 gold it is.
Lovely. So he goes out, he collects the pieces up and goes and pops them over on like a cleaning station. Gets out, gives you he's got like nice little stacks of gold as he passes. He probably gives you actually a couple of platinum and then passes the rest over in gold. So can add that to it. That's a lovely bit of business there.
Thank you.
Remember, if you get any more of this jewelry, do come by. We're always looking for pieces that have come from further abroad, so it keeps the displays a bit more interesting.
I will remember that. Thank you. And as Zaga leaves, as he exits the shop, he mutters under his breath, "Fucking dwarves."
He was a lovely dwarf. Nice.
As we're,
She was.
He was.
for God's sake, I did correct myself.
Yeah, you did. Just funnier.
As we're continue to walk down. When I walk past the Parchment and Quill, the official stationery shop of the Commonwealth, I'd like to just gaze in lovingly.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of slow down as I walk past.
Yeah, as you walk past, you get the whiff of fresh
That
printed
smell.
parchment.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
With a fresh paper.
Yeah.
That paper
You
smell.
want to go in, Feynman?
No, we've got things to do. I've been there all day. I would like to at some point though. I need a new quill, and I'd also like to pop into one of the bookshops. But we can do those things later.
Hey, Arda.
Yeah.
Is there a shop that sells like magical gear? Like,
Yeah.
where was it?
Near the sundial.
If only people in the party knew where these places were, eh?
It is near the sundial. Don't lie to me. It hasn't moved in 5 weeks.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's not too far from the
Don't
sundial.
you
to be
start.
fair.
Don't you start with me.
Hey, I lived here for 5 years myself. I know the town pretty well.
I know.
That's only 94 years and 50,
I love- yeah.
40 something weeks.
I love
Less than they would know.
the elven of like 100 years is like an okay amount of time. So anything less than like 20 years is essentially a blink. Some of you only live for 80 years, so good luck.
Okay, near the sundial. Thanks, Arda.
We'll go after we go to the pastry shop or
Yeah, later.
find Spegsmar or
Smegma. Smeg and Smeg. Yeah, that.
Smegma.
Smegsma.
Oh, it kind of works if his name wasn't. Cool. So you carry on down. Enjoying the morning. It's quite busy out there. You do notice. You notice a weird amount of children dressed as bears. Odd.
Oh, can you turn into a bear? Oh, Van,
I can.
will you?
Will you?
I mean, we can join in the festivities later on. We've got stuff to
Oh
do.
yeah, it's a
Right?
festival, isn't it? Why didn't Faywin tell us? She
Can
should
I-
know this.
Can
That
I do a
happens every
history
year.
check for the
Mhm.
story of them being
Yeah.
as bears, please?
Yeah.
That is an 18.
Yeah, you remember that. Something that you Von wouldn't have been a child here, so you would have done as a child, Faven, definitely. The Candlemas is the start of spring, so the cleaning of the houses and starting afresh, and the waking up of the hibernating creatures. So the bear being one of them.
Aww,
So yeah,
that's
it's
lovely.
there is a day where it's like folklore says that Candlemas, part of folklore is the Candlemas is when the bears come out of their den. So yeah, lots of children grow up, dress up as bears, go around trying to scare people, and then eating copious amounts of sweet treats. It used to be honey, then just like got Halloween filed, so now just is like all sweet treats and stuff are open because these are the bears coming up and they need to start eating again because they've been hungry for such a long time.
Oh, how adorable.
Yep, lots of little kids running around in bear costumes. Some of them are better quality than others.
Oh,
Let's not
Nice.
laugh at the poor kids.
Yeah.
If he was still pissed right now, I would have turned into a bear and started singing their necessities. But sobered up a bit now.
That would be funny. Nice. So you make your way down, pass out into the through the main gates. You see the guards there out to the narrow way where you were the night before having drinks, and there are lots of different shops and bits up here. Very busy around here this morning. Again, as you can see, the glimmering hollow refugees are now all mingling about, trying to buy stuff, get some provisions. They are all just in tents and temporary encampments along that main wall. So as you like catch a glimpse out off the path, you can see how they're setting up tents, how they're like knocking down like bits of grass have been trimmed down and out of the way, so they're almost building in their own roads and stuff on the outskirts here, as they've now been here another day as they get to try and make this a little bit more homely for themselves. It doesn't take you long to find the bakery. Very easy to find it because it has a humongous queue outside. It is called Iced Delights. And it says underneath, for all your sweet and meat treats.
Art runs to join the queue, assuming there's a queue.
Yeah, there's a queue. There's a lot of the queue. You can see it's a like a mix. A lot of there's a few people that look like yourselves, a little bit hungover. Whereas we're queuing up for bits in there. There's also a lot of children here going in and trying to obviously get their sweet treats for their cannabis treats.
Oh, Glaze wasn't wrong about this being a popular spot. We need to work out what we're planning to do.
Yeah, you probably, looking at the size of the queue and the wait, you probably feel like you've got like at least half an hour, maybe 45-minute wait in this queue. So you've got time to plan if you want to plan now.
What are we actually? Are we just going to try and see if the kid's in here, or
Well,
how old is the kid? Is he like a kid, or
19,
just somebody's
I
son?
think.
I
18,
mean,
19.
he's an orc, so he's gonna be bigger than Zaga.
He's a half orc, I think.
He's still gonna be bigger than
Right.
Zaga. I
Well,
know he's half tiefling.
everyone's bigger than
not
Zaga.
half tiefling, half dwarf, half orc.
Right.
Fucking dwarves.
He was working at this place, right?
yes.
Yes.
And he's now
last
gone missing.
Mum saw he was working here,
Right.
and the owner refuses to talk to her about him.
Why?
That's what
Because
we
the,
need
mo-
to
the mother
find
thinks
out.
the owner's involved.
Right. Got it. So, I mean, looking at this queue, if we even queue up to go in here now, I'm sure that other people are going to join the queue behind us. This owner's not going to want to speak to us about anything, especially if they're busy. So,
We
how do you want to do
maybe some of us queue up, go in,
I've got my
Well,
hand
others
in the air,
try
not
to-
saying anything, just jumping on the spot.
work other ideas into.
Yes,
Arthur?
Oh, no, I was volunteering. I volunteer as tribute.
You want to go in to get a pie?
No, I want an apple strudel.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted the pie.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Um,
see if there's a back entrance or something that I can find.
If you do go
I
in to
tell you,
buy
when you've
something-
lived here nearly 100 years, how big is this building?
You live
Uh,
here.
She was an architect as well as.
yeah,
Where's the back entrance?
I've lived here, but I don't know. if
Round
you
the back,
it.
Saga.
You can
You don't
see.
know?
No, you can
100
see.
years and you don't know?
It's on the corner of like the intersect of a few streets in and out. So you can see it's not a huge building. Like the site, it's probably 25 foot by 35 foot across.
Multiple floors.
The building is multiple floors, but the shop itself is just the bottom floor.
Okay.
I'm actually only 103, just to clarify.
And 5 months. Oh no, it's probably not your birthday at the beginning there.
No, not yet.
Is there an alleyway or anything that Zaga can see that might lead round the back?
Now, as you go, because this sits on like the end, so you can see that the front is all the glass front where people are queuing up and around. As you go round the back, you can't see. There's a few like smaller windows, probably one smaller window, which is opposite the door. But round the back, it's just there's some bushes that indicate the back of the building. But no, it seems to have the one entrance in through the front.
There's no back entrance.
I mean, when we go in, we could kind of shut the door behind us, just tell people, it'll be 5 minutes and need to speak to somebody.
You think he's
Um,
gonna like that?
That could cause issues with people outside, though. They might get suspicious of something bad happening.
I was
I've
talking
got a
to them.
plan.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go inside
Mhm.
and look around the building.
Right. And he's just gonna let you walk straight through, or
Zaga casts
Shit.
invisibility.
Nice. So are you all stood in the queue as you do this?
Yes.
Well, Arthur and Otter are in the queue. I think I'm not in the queue because I went to check to see if there was a back entrance.
Okay.
But I was talking to them in the queue.
As he leaves, I shout over, "Well, keep your space in the queue." And I look around to see if we get any
Okay.
disgusted looks.
So you are going out of sight to cast invisibility rather than just being stood in
Yeah,
the queue. of people
I
going,
will just
Yeah.
just outside.
As funny as that would be for me to be like, "Oh my god, someone's invisible! Don't let them push in." I won't do that. Nice. So you go invisible. You wiggle your way down the front of the queue and wait for an opening to kind of slot in without hitting them. Give me a stealth roll for it. The DC's pretty low because people are they're looking for their sweet treats, but you need to try and dodge around people and not bump into anyone.
I get advantage on.
Yeah, when you're invisible, you do.
I get advantage anyway.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So yeah, you go straight to the front of the queue, wait for the timing of someone going in before someone goes out, wait for them to open the door, just dart yourself inside. And you are inside the Ice Delights. You can see the smells in here, very, very good. You can see behind the counter is a slightly like beefy, like muscular, but also fat and weird because you probably haven't seen like a fattish half elf before, but you can see in a big white baker's outfit. What the fuck are you called? Apron. That's the word. And the white trousers, just arms are out, free with his t-shirt underneath. You can see this female, slightly larger half elf, calling people in, taking orders. There's a few helpers either side, some younger human lads who are running around getting stuff, and it's just like, what's your order? Come on, what do you want? All right, come on, back up, does the thing, and it's just like this conveyor belt getting people in and out. You can see the counter makes up most of the front of the space. There's a gap at the end of the counter which goes behind to where they are, and then off. You can see there's a door that obviously is some kind of usually back room.
I want to wait for an opportunity to get through that door if I can.
Yeah, depending on how long you're going to wait, you can wait for one of the. At the moment, you can see they're just serving stuff on the counter, and then obviously when it runs out, they go out the back to grab stuff and come out with a tray. So as you're watching, would say you'd have to be watching for like a few minutes to see the pattern of what's going on. You probably have to wait 15 odd minutes for them to time it well enough to be like, oh, they're taking an empty tray.
The invisibility lasts for an hour, so
yeah.
I'll give that a go.
Cool. So you're sitting there waiting for that. Are the rest of you just going to stay in the queue whilst this is happening?
Of course, Zara's not
Yeah.
bothered about the
Yeah.
mission. He wants sweet treats.
Nice, cool. So yeah, Zaga's disappeared. You guys are just waiting. The queue is moving at a decent pace. It's a massive queue, but it's moving at a pretty decent pace. Zaga, you can see why. The efficiency of this baker here as she is like shouting out to the guys. Give me a perception check whilst you're waiting and watching the patterns as well.
Not got perception.
I know it's your favourite skill. I like asking you for him.
3.
3, no. You are distracted by the stanks. So yeah, you wait about 15 minutes to picking up the patterns. You see as this larger head baker shouts out. The guy grabs a tray and you just follow him behind as he backs open the door. The double door swings open. You kind of dart in behind. And you're in a much smaller room, probably like 10 foot across, but it's the width of the shop, so still about 20 or 30 foot long. As he goes over to the oven, pulls one out, gets another tray of like just freshly baked pastries out, turns around and walks. You are now left in this room on your own.
I want to investigate for any other exits from this room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a shop. I assume there's an office in the shop somewhere where they do their accounting and business work, and I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming there's an exit from this room somewhere.
Nice. Give me an investigation check.
Zaga looks around, and that will be a 16.
16. You look. This is like the kitchen. As far as you can see, so you're looking desperately to like find where this area might be that they're working on, trying to like not move stuff so it'd be noticeable. And again, every so often you have to wait as you hear the movement outside as people come in and go out. Keep yourself. One of the times when you are like stood back waiting for someone to go in and go out, one of the helpers, a young guy, comes towards you, just lifts a big box off and moves it, and you hear the sound of like metal chinging. As he leaves and gets what he really needs out of the crate, sets up another tray, goes in the oven, walks out. You look down, you can see underneath in the back corner, so where you're kind of, as you go through the door, turn left, the wall's immediately there. As you were stood against that wall, down to your right-hand side in the bottom corner, there seems to be a lock. And as you move stuff around, it looks like there's a trapdoor.
I will attempt to pick the lock.
No, you can pick the lock. You can pick the lock, but there's boxes on top of it. So this is like there's all the storages there. You only heard it because he moved some stuff. As you move the boxes, you can see the lock because the lock won't sit under a box, but it's got like 2 or 3 large old storage crates on top of it. So you could pick the lock, but then you're going to have to try and move all these boxes if you want to try and see what's going on.
Are the boxes big enough for me to move them? Or small enough for me to move them? Or are they too big?
There would be I think there'd be a struggle, especially one that's on top. There's like one on top of the other one. You'd be pushing them off. So you could probably kick them off and then small and smash, but you're not going to stealthily move these boxes.
Go back to the others for a minute.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you are waiting. So yeah, with this going backwards and forwards, you get to the front of the glass, so you can start to peer in. Yourselves now, you can see again. You see the main baker, this half-elf female, slightly larger framed, giving out the orders and serving people and turning around the customers that move in, and these 2 younger helpers who are running backwards and forwards look to be like can't be like too far off, 18, 19. Maybe early 20s as they're running backwards and forwards and helping out, keeping people serving, moving stuff, and you can see the rate at which they're going. As you're getting just about close enough now, you're getting the smell from the shop as it's coming out now, and you can smell weird because you get like whiffs of people that are coming out with like meat-based pastries, like pies and pastries and pasties, and then like another time coming out with these big cinnamon rolls and iced buns, and it seemed like I think with them they must have you see the cinnamon roll and you hear a few of the kids talking about these cinnamon rolls that are like dipped in honey that they're serving as like a special for Candlemas as well. You can sit and wait for them to get in the shop if you like. It's going to be probably another like 15 minutes of you just hiding out in this back room, which would give you...
No, I'm just going to... I'm going to cast Detect Magic in here.
Mm-hmm.
And with the intent to see if there's anything magical beyond this locked trapdoor.
No, you cast Detect Magic and look around. You don't see anything magical, actually, whatsoever. 30-foot radius, right?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
No, you don't pick up anything in the shop. Nothing below, which is where you assume this trapdoor to go.
Okay, Zaga will attempt to sneak out again.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yes.
On his way out, he's gonna swipe a pastry. Actually, no, he's not gonna swipe a pastry.
They'll be behind the counter. Yeah.
As he gets through the door and is behind the counter again.
Yep.
He instead gets another rumble in his guts. And lets off a fart.
Oh, come on. Why got
How close are we to being served at this point? Are we in the...
You're like right close to the front door.
Are we in an area where we can smell it?
You will be when you get in. I'm just trying to work out, like, if a fart goes off from an invisible creature, it doesn't mean you get away with it for free. Roll a stealth check. Because you could get caught here.
You can hear it as well.
You got to punish it. I've been listening to a lot of Not Another D&D podcast, and he punishes them a lot for just dicking around.
I mean, dicking around is what we do. I've got advantage still, so...
On a fart? On a sound-based one?
On stealth. I've got advantage on stealth rolls.
Oh, okay.
Because of that hug of the bat that you gave me.
I don't think that says if you make a fart sound, though, it gives you advantage on stealth sound.
Okay, well, the first roll was 24, so we'll go with that.
What are you doing after you've made the fart? So you fart, and there's 3 people here. It makes a sound.
Farts, and instantly he's like, "Oh shit!" and tries to scarper towards the door.
Nice. So yeah, you fart, and then you see the main baker look down towards your general direction. It's like, what? Checks the money and checks all the things that are there, and then you run out as you like bumble into a few people and come flying out. You hear people go, "Whoa, whoa!" as they jump out. About 2 or 3 people in front of you in the queue, you guys, as you can assume Zaga has just launched himself outside of the shop. Being as people have just jumped out of the way of an invisible thing. No one's got any blinds, so I don't think.
I will go around the corner, drop the invisibility, and then casually stroll back to the group.
Nice. As you start coming back, you guys are at the front door. You hear a few people complaining about the smell. It's coming from inside. And as Zaga kind of makes his way up to the front of the group, you hear a few people from back like, "Hey, there's a queue for a reason. Well, you can't just jump the queue. Who do you think he is? You can't just, there's no holding places."
Oh, do you want to say something to them?
As he's with us in kind of an intimidating way.
I was pushing in front of kids, are we? Roll intimidation check.
Against the kids.
Yeah, against children.
14.
14. You can hear that the shouts are just coming from. So as you shout it back, you can hear that a few people are just like, oh, well, I mean, if you just want to push in front of children, the sort of people you are, that's fine. But you can't pick out exactly who it is. It's like a mob mentality.
I've
got no issue with that.
I say loudly, Faywin, what's your dad going to think when he hears about this?
Faywin is just staring forward.
Mm-hmm. Just
You know when you get that that sinking feeling
Yep.
of this is my home for 100 years and I'm never going to be able to show my face.
Are you doing that thing where you pretend you're not part of the group? You just kind of stand further forward and pretend you're part of a different group?
Yep.
Step slightly away.
I telepathically say to Faywin, "Bet you glad you found us this morning now."
I just whisper to the group now that I'm in close proximity. There's a blocked trapdoor in the kitchen area.
I shout back to everyone shouting. He's just a kid himself, can you not tell? No, it's only small.
It's gone.
God.
The moment's gone. You left it too long.
He's only got a little bladder. I shout as well.
Jesus. So it smells of shit. No. So you guys are next up. People leave out, and you can hear a few people like, as the smell is now a mix of sweet treats, meats, and Zaga's fart. As you enter the shop. As you
Also
enter,
meat.
you're like working your way down. There's one or two people in front of you. You can see as they're being served, the money's being taken. The head baker looks across to you and goes, "Welcome, nice delights. What can we get you this morning? What do we want? The special? We want the buns, pasties, pastries. What do we can? What do you want? What do you want?"
What's the special?
Well, it's our Candlemas special. It's a cinnamon roll dipped in honey.
Ooh. Can you? Do you have apple strudel?
Well, you do have an apple strudel if you want. And he goes, one apple strudel, and one of the guy starts killing.
Can you dip it in honey?
Oh, cost you extra.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware of that.
Yeah, guy, as he like puts it on a platter, in like a little carton thing, just like puts a ladle of honey over it, whacks it in a bag, puts it on top of the counter. Anything else? Come on. This is very...
Do you have any cutlery so I don't get sticky hands?
Should give you a
And
serviette.
napkins?
No. Yeah, the serviettes at the end. So, serviettes when you pay. Come on.
Duck pie. It says sweet meat treats.
Do I want to give you a duck pie if you farted in the baker's shop? Do I want to do that? She says in character. Let me just roll a dice. Oh, look, I rolled a no. Yeah, they do. Duck, this time of year.
It's in the area where he farted.
You rolled a D2?
I rolled a D2 and it said no, yeah. It's a weird dice I just made up. They would. I don't think they necessarily would have a duck pie at this time of year. It's definitely a seasonal meat. We're in the end of winter. You're not in luck. No duck pies today. We could do a poultry pie though. It's got gravy in it.
No,
It's
I
got
only
some
want
other
the
meats.
duck.
Oh, okay. Well, what else do
And
you
then
want?
Zaga's stomach rumbles
Yeah.
and he lets off another fart.
I'm gonna kill you. He goes, "Oh, is that your child? You should get him out of here. That's disgusting."
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you little shit.
Zaga,
You can feel the people behind you are starting to push, and you can hear people like, "Come on, make me." It's very Subway's. Remember when Subway first came in, the pressure on making a sandwich? That vibe. People behind you are like, "Hurry the fuck up! This is not time to choose. Pick and go."
Could I have a pain au chocolat?
Pan au chocolat, yep. And you got pan au chocolat, and he gets one, pats in the bag. There's 2 bags on the top.
And a vanilla cream crown. If you have any of those, the
Yep.
Danishes.
So you can see
Thank
one
you.
of the guys, like one of the helpers, is working the like the meats and pastries, and the other guys on the other one, and the baker's in the middle, kind of sorting out the main bit of it. Pops them up. Anything else?
While the others are ordering, can I kind of have a little look around? Not like really like read it, but kind of just glancing around to kind of get an idea of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
layout
Give me
of the-
give me a perception check. Whilst she's busy.
It's a 9.
9. So you can see that it's a busy shop. What's your passive perception is not too bad, is it? And you
Mine's
guys
16.
are close. So looking around, the shop just looks like a shop. You can see that like there's like a bit of seating around, but not a lot. This is really get eaten and get out. This looks like it's busy a lot. You know that it does good pastries. Fabian would know this is a known very busy bakery because it does very good things. It doesn't have to do anything else. It just has to serve pastries quickly and get you out, and you go and eat them in the street and whatever else. You do notice though, even with your passive, that the two guys that are helping, one of them is sporting like a pretty gnarly little black eye.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be slowing down as he's working. He doesn't look like he's carrying. They're working. They're like fucking getting a bit of a sweat on as they're going, but you can see he's got a pretty gnarly black eye.
I'll have a meat and gravy pie and one of your specials, please.
Oh, lovely. And he knocks that up. Gravy with the pie?
Yeah, please.
He puts down the one tray, gets this tray out that's like a deep cup, puts the pie in upside down and just pours the gravy around the outside of it, whacks the fork in the top, sends it down the
Lovely.
tray.
No Skeg today? He's not working, no?
Chokes up and he goes, what?
Skeg not working today?
No, Skig's not been working here for a while.
No. I'm just a family friend, and last I heard he was working here.
Yeah, no, not for a few weeks now. Right, anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
What are you ordering?
No, I'm fine.
These are on me, so if you want to grab
No,
something.
it's okay. Thank you. Anyway, okay. No, I'm good.
Nice.
Anybody else?
She's pretty much like, they're bagging it all up now, so you've got all your bits there. You take off your individual bits, and yeah, it's like a copper per thing, per pastry.
How many did we order?
I think you'll
What about with the honey?
an extra copper for the honey? Good point.
I'll just do, if I do 10 copper,
Yeah, that'll
I'll
do.
pay.
It's cheap and cheerful.
I give Faywin my 2 copper.
I do not accept your 2 copper.
I leave it on the side.
Nice. So there is some space in there if you want to stand back as you've got your pastry now, but you see the next person's in and they're serving away.
While Zag is outside,
Mhm.
I want to cast the cantrip
Yep.
message,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to point towards one of the serving dudes, the help dudes, and just whisper the message. I know about Skeg. And see if there's any response from outside through the window.
No.
I'm assuming he's too busy serving to notice where this has come from.
Yeah. But you're also outside and you're really bad at perception. Which gives us a problem when I ask you and you haven't told anyone what you're doing. So yeah.
I haven't told anyone, but
What?
yeah, I'll roll perception.
Roll a perception.
I'm awful at perception.
It's a great plan, but with skills attached, could fall apart.
3.
You've come up with a great plan. It's not there. Yeah, the rest of you are still inside, I suppose. So you would barely notice. You would momentarily see that he stops, but that could have been just because someone's just messaged him in his ears as he kind of looks at Vera. Someone just speaking into your head is always going to be a little bit discombobulating. As he stops, kind of looks around at Vera, shakes it off, and then goes back to serving. Again, great plan. Tied
Terrible
with
execution.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but I can't make you roll good. So no. So the rest of you you're in there now. So as I said, like there's a queue coming in, people being served. They're like kind of walking around and leaving. You can stand at the back, the furthest from the counter, and sit and eat in here if you want. It does smell like fresh Zaga fart, so it's up to you. Or you can leave. But yeah, as she's running through, this is a super busy time, just serving people on and moving.
Do you guys want to eat in here, or do you want to go?
No, I can't stand the smell. I need to get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out.
As we're leaving,
it does smell like meaty fart in here for some reason, and I give Saga a dirty look.
Exactly that side.
as we're leaving, I'm going to telepathically say to the one that I saw with bruise on his face,
Mm-hmm.
we will come back and help you. We know something happened to Skeg. And leave.
Is that the same one I messaged, or is that a different one? Because Zagger didn't notice the bruise. He just pointed at one randomly.
It would have been the same one because it was the one closest to the window would have been the one with the black eye. So, yeah, the one you would have seen first to point at, and the one you would have said would have been the same one. Roll an insight check.
I'd like to smile at the black eye one as well, just to really layer it on. Poor guy.
I got a nat 1 on the insight check.
Okay, you don't pick up much. You again, speaking in someone's head is always discombobulating, and these are predominantly non-magical users. Like magic isn't prevalent. People aren't walking around talking in each other's heads all the time. This guy's just had it happen twice to him. But you just see him stop again, look up and look around, and then clock that Fabian's just smiling at him, and then goes back to work a little bit uneasy. Again, could be because someone's just spoken to his head twice, and now there's an elf smiling at him as he leaves.
Is it like a cool smile or is it like a creepy smile?
His favourite was probably predatory.
It's a head
What's
raise.
your
got a
house,
dwarf.
Kobold? For fuck's sake. It was like a sympathetic, you've just got beat up smile.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
isn't
but
how
how
about-
did it look? Like, not what was it supposed to be? How did it look?
Did we all notice the bruises on his face, or is it just because of my passive?
Those with like passive perception above like 13, 14, around
Ooh,
that
me.
would have done. Yeah, if you were paying attention. We know you're.
I was too busy trying
lack
to
of
not get
attention
honey all
span,
over
yeah.
myself and getting honey all over myself.
Yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, what you've got is a pretty sticky treat.
Like I was eating as we were leaving. It wasn't a case of waiting.
But yeah, with the poor actual, you just wouldn't because it's so obvious that it was been around his face that you can see that there was a black eye there, but you didn't notice or look at anything else that you would have just picked up. That afterwards you'd have been like, oh, maybe that guy did have a black eye. Actually, that's weird.
I put the pound of chocolate straight in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And Hector eats it.
Yes.
Oh my, no honey.
Hector's got to be too big for that pocket then.
He is not.
He's on the workout. Nice. So yeah, you leave. But yeah, you can see this queue is still growing this morning as people are queuing up to get themselves them sweet treats. You see outside, you see just kids that have got honey all over their like stuck on their bear suits. There's one like walking away where it's like stuck to his shoulder, and it's just you can tell that this is just a fucking pain in the ass for parents for kids running around as they are hyped up on freaking sugar dressed as bears.
Zag is standing outside and no one's close to him because he's farted again.
Mm-hmm.
Arta has the same reaction as these children who look like they've taken too many E numbers.
It's like, so sweet. Nice. But yeah, you're outside. Very busy shop.
Now what?
Now
So did any of you notice the bruise on that kid's face?
I know. That's sad.
Ah,
One.
kids fight all the time. Might not mean anything.
I
When
mean,
it's sick?
a little bit coincidental, isn't it? That
Yeah.
Scape's mum was saying that he came home with cuts and bruises.
Maybe it's worth following him after he, leaves work and try and catch him on his own and talk to him then.
And we can be subtle about it because I know we're really good at being subtle.
Are we back with Zaga now? Or-
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Zag is over to one side, give him a bit of air.
He's downwind.
I got Zaga. Zaga, you said there's a trap door.
Yeah, there's a locked trap door in the kitchen, but there was a bunch of storage boxes on top that were too big for me to move.
I sense a heist.
What? Okay.
Is that a yes?
Can I?
Do we get your permission to have a heist, one man?
We should not be doing anything like that at this point.
Faywin will get us out of trouble. It's not. An
This is not Redvant.
Yeah, but Faywin knows a guy who
we
knows
can
a guy.
get in a lot of trouble here. It's a lot.
What's the worst that can
Wait.
happen? I'm the delegate of the dwarves.
Right? I'm the ambassador for Draka.
Sweet Lord.
I'm a pirate.
No, I'm a pirate.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
a real boy.
Can I head back towards the? Zaga, whereabouts was the trapdoor? Like,
I describe it to him because I can't.
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. So it's in the like back corner of the. So if you're looking at a rectangle, the front door, you're at the front door on one side, on like the opposite corner. would be where it
Okay.
was. So
And
as you walk, you can walk around there because that goes round to the
Yeah.
back. You're on, like the shop itself is a jut out in the middle of the street. So 3 sides of it are open to the world.
Can I get round towards that sort of corner of the back of the building then? And can I cast detect thoughts towards that sort of area at the back of the building
Mm-hmm.
and use the part of it where you can search for thoughts within 30 feet?
Yeah. Read the word to me.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know whether it'll get through the thing. It says, when you cast a spell or as an action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with an intelligence of 3 or lower, one that doesn't speak any language. Once you detect the presence of a creature in this way, you can read its thoughts for the rest of the duration as described above, like the normal rules. So kind of, if it can get through the material there, then you can at least know there's someone there.
Yeah. No, I think because you're aiming it down. So
Yeah.
the area
no,
which you're
I-
aiming at, so yeah, aiming it back towards, so like where the trapdoor is, aiming it down and like towards where the shop is, you don't pick up any live blips, but you are aware you're taking a punt in
Yeah.
the thickness of the wall you're going through and the thickness of the floor you're trying to get through, and just guesstimating what might be underneath this.
Okay.
So no, unfortunately not. Again, another good plan, but yeah.
I will head back to the rest of the route.
Nice. So you have sticky treats. You have a smelly ass kobold. And you have a busy bakery.
I'm covered in honey.
Yeah, I did definitely. These could be all over your fingers.
If I was
and
quicker, I would have edited my picture so you could see honey coming from my chin, but I was worried about the how it would look.
everything. Oh, this is maybe not safe.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I could get the right colorings.
Zaga, what kind of flooring was in the back on the trapdoor?
Is it parquet, carpet?
I thought it was.
It's a kitchen. It's going to be a hard floor.
Yeah.
So there's no gaps in the flooring to get through.
Would you say that the floor was made of stone? Zaga.
Underneath the floor.
Describe the flooring as like
The floor. Well, the flooring in the kitchen.
Essentially,
area
I'm
is
trying to
probably-
see if gaseous form would be able to get through the trapdoor.
No, there was no gaps. It didn't lift. It couldn't lift it where it was. So what you could see was a trapdoor. You could just see where the bolt would come out, and there's a normal padlock
Yeah.
bolt.
So
in
it's not
there,
like
and there's
wooden
boxes
slats
on
with
top.
a slight gap.
It's not. No, it's not
And-
like you can see through to the floor what's down below. No, the kitchen
And
is
none of-
probably is whilst it's like wooden in there, is the same as the flooring, probably like stone floored with stuff. on top.
Stone floored, you say?
Stone floored.
And it's probably less than 5 foot thick, isn't it?
Probably.
Okay, we have a plan.
Just gonna make the floor disappear and fall through. That's a great plan. The other
no,
ones were great plans when I said that. That one was sarcasm in case you missed it.
I can as long as section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension and form it into any shape that suits purpose. I can make a passage for a wall as long as it's less than 5 foot thick, which can shape a stone door or its frame to seal a door shut. Can have up to 2 hatches, hinges, and a latch. Therefore, I can literally make 5 foot of stone just disappear, basically.
Can you make it
but we're
reappear?
outside, so
I can get us in.
Can you make it reappear as well? Because that would.
I mean,
that would need to be done.
no.
You know, it's just like,
Well, we need to get
let's just
out
see how this
again.
unravels. Let's see how this one unravels. Oh, okay, cool.
That would be fun, though.
It's good. It's a way in.
It's a spell. It's a spell. I want to use a spell that isn't an attack for once.
It is a spell. It is a spell that can be used.
A spell, not a smell, Zaga.
Nice.
So what's the plan then?
What's the plan? What are you doing? Do you want to think? We can go through. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so you can have a think whilst we break. I need to pee as well. So you have on your card, Skeg. Don't know where he is, but Bakery's very busy. You have Druid stuff, because you've spoke to one set of Druids, but not the other set of Druids. You have Commonwealth stuff, as in anything that Fabian wants to do that you hadn't done. So if you want to go to the Commonwealth or to see people that are part of the Commonwealth, that you also can go. You also have the rest of the city to go around if you want. So have a think whilst you eat your sweet treats, and we'll take a quick pee break so I can refill my Pepsi Cola and have a wee wee. Good?
Yeah, plan.
Wicked.
Let's do it.
So, you are outside the Iced Delights in the Narroway district of Allhearth. The bakery is rather busy. You haven't picked up or garnished much from the baker at this point. You have a meeting with the mother, of which you do not know her name, at midday by the sundial. And you have other things.
You didn't get the mum's name?
No, they just got drunk, accepted to do it, and then said
Oh,
we'd meet at lunchtime. It was quite.
I don't know why I'm
spectacular.
surprised, honestly.
Count yourself lucky and decide to just arrange a meeting.
Yeah, you make it sound as though that's like need to know information, names.
It absolutely is.
We remember what she looks like. It should be at the sundial. We remember
Zaga
what she looks like.
didn't really want to do this because it's a waste of a powerful spell if it goes wrong. But before we leave, around that back corner where the trapdoor is, where Von had been, he's just gonna cast Locate Creature. Now, is Smeg familiar to me? I doubt it. I don't even know his name properly.
Exactly. It would 100% on principle fail for that.
But I
On
can
principle.
describe a specific type of creature and locate the closest one. So I would attempt to locate an orc.
It's a shame that all the he's a half orc
Half-orc.
and B everyone that works there.
Half
Yeah.
orc.
Yeah.
No, the other's a human.
No,
The
they-
others were
Half
human.
elf.
The others were
Half
human.
elf.
So you are going to attempt to locate
Locate a half orc.
a half orc. At where? So where you read the spell
That
description.
back
You can go to that
corner,
corner.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, cool. And it locates
Um,
the nearest
it's-
creature.
The nearest one within 1,000 feet of me.
Oh, okay, nice.
As long as there's not 10 feet of running water blocking me and them.
Nice. Okay. Yes, you go to that back corner. You kind of shift around to because it's quite busy around here as people are moving. Wait for a quiet time so no one's gonna mess up. Cast Locate Creature. You get a ping for a half orc, almost directly below your feet.
I will relay that to the group.
What is the feet? What is the ground made of?
Stone. Funny enough.
For fuck's sake.
How deep is it? You don't know.
How does he tell us how far away he can feel the creature?
No, you just get location ping.
It just tells you the direction.
Yeah.
This was what it had with
bugger.
Callan before, isn't it? With when I done it.
Yeah, it tells me if it's moving. Then I know
Yeah.
the direction of its movement, but it doesn't tell me how far.
No. You look around and at first you don't see it, and then it's as you get the feel, it's like almost straight down and slightly off.
With that, I can assume it's beyond that trapdoor. Well, that will be my assumption.
Yeah.
And I relay that to the group, and then mutter annoyed to myself that I've had to use such a powerful spell to locate Smeg.
Okay, well at least I guess that we know that he's alive down there.
Do we just storm the place?
No.
I say we
getting
storm
the
the
guard.
place.
What about getting the guards to do it?
We are outsiders in this town, apart from Faywin.
You lived here 5 years. That's like basically 95, 99 and a bit years.
Saggy, you've been
Yeah,
seen
but
in there,
I
haven't you?
deliberately kept myself to myself.
I was seen in there with you guys.
Have you still got your hat?
Yeah, I got my hat.
You could be a health inspector. They have them all over Orhath, checking for hygiene ratings and things like that. You could ask.
Oh, an
through the
acting
kitchen.
job.
Well, I just thought you might be the best man for the job because I couldn't possibly do it.
Do I need like a clipboard?
Oh my god, yes, and a
Do
pen.
we need to go to the stationery shop?
Oh no.
Is this all
which
just
one
a
was
to
it?
get to the stationery shop?
They do have some wonderful clipboards.
Which one was it that told me that Skag hadn't been around in weeks?
The main baker.
The main baker.
Mm-hmm.
Did the mum say to us it had been weeks as well since she's seen him?
No. They're much less.
She said it'd been a few days,
Few days.
or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Should we go with this plan? Do we need to go to the stationery shop?
Well,
Sounds
we'll
like
be
we
going
need to
there
the
at some
stationery
point.
shop. Can we pass by the sundial on the way so we know what time it is?
It's before the sundial.
Yeah, but like,
But
make a
yes,
detour.
we can make a detour.
detour.
Well, we need to go to the sundial anyway. But
Ooh.
Is it midday? How do we know? There's no sundial here.
I told you,
What
if anyone
position of the
knows
sun
what
in the
time of
sky?
day it is by the position of the sun, because she's lived here almost 100 years.
But if everyone can tell from the sun, why do they need a dial?
So we know the time when we're near the sundial. I think it's just like a waste of public funds, to be honest. That seems like something they do here in Allhearth.
I'm just trying to think of a way that we can get in.
I
I am happy to play the health inspector.
do have another idea with your hat, Saga.
Oh,
But
what's that?
it would mean coming back tomorrow.
And not going to the stationery shop?
Ooh,
Maybe it'll be
we-
sad.
Do we knock out the
Just-
knock out the woman who was running
no,
it, and then
No,
Saga pretends to be her?
no.
Yeah,
what
let's
I
do
was
that.
think-
That sounds
what-
more fun.
what I was thinking is one of the kids. You could disguise yourself as one of them. If we could talk to one of them after they finish their shift today. If they leave the place, that is, of course.
Wait, you're saying that we're going to follow some children home? I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Arthur.
Or
I mean,
maybe
I
we can
could-
have a
I-
break.
You know, I said I was planning earlier. I don't think I needed to.
I mean, I could cast suggestion on the head baker, tell it to shut up early, leave the door unlocked, and go home. Or we could just walk in and
And if that fails,
Alright.
she'll know that you've cast that, right?
maybe.
That's a yes.
And call the guards. Probably have you arrested.
Well, why haven't we called
Yeah.
the guards for this missing child that we know is under the ground?
I don't know. I wasn't there yesterday. I was trying to help the world.
I'm talking to you
Because-
right now.
Well,
Because the woman who owns this place is probably a respected person in the community
God, are
that
the
the
guards
guards are going to
racist?
believe over us.
The guards are racist, aren't they?
Oh,
They don't like
talking of
orcs.
racism, I must remember to tell Jeff we're here.
Jeffrey.
What do you mean talking of racism?
Yeah, he's not racist.
Tell Jeff.
He hates the wood elves.
I didn't hate
And I
them.
was saying that in character
Oh right.
because did you say that out loud?
No.
I was going to say.
It's just me reminding myself I need to speak to Jeff.
But what I was thinking, if you could disguise yourselves as one of the kids and go in for their shift in the morning, you could get access to that trap door.
I'm assuming these human helpers were bigger than me.
Yeah, even if they're
kids, though.
they're not kids, they're like teens.
It's not slave
Okay.
labour. They're just having their first job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
could I could disguise myself as a kid in a bear costume. Something small.
Why are you just not doing that anyway? What the fuck's wrong with you? You got a fucking hat disguise. I would be a kid in a bear costume for the entire thing. I'd have been trying to scab fucking free pastries.
Right, let's go to the stationery store and go with Fabian's idea.
I mean, what we could do, Von, we could try the clipboard. I mean, health inspector thing, and if it doesn't work, then we could try your idea.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
thing that I have an issue with here that I've just thought, and I say out loud, is that Zach has already been in there and he couldn't do it by himself. So he may need a helper.
Well,
But
if
they've
it's a
seen
health
it all.
inspection and I notice the lock, then I can get someone to unlock it because it's part of the premises.
You think that they do? Or
Well, it's a
I
health
suppose-
inspection
if there were boxes, you could tell them to bring them down even and open them maybe.
because it could be a storage space, and if they're storing ingredients, then I need to check the condition of it.
Mm.
Do you know anything about being a health inspector? Okay.
Yes. I have a clipboard and a pen.
That's good enough for me. That's about as much as I know about a health inspector.
What do you think, Vaughn? If we try that and if it doesn't work, then try
Well,
the shift?
I mean, if you can't, if your hat doesn't like change your size, then we probably would get away with what I suggested anyway. So, yeah, let's just go with this. Just see how it goes.
I have to
Unless
be like
somebody
a
else
As long as
will
you're
have-
willing to go in there, Zaga, again.
I'd have to be like a dwarf or a halfling health inspector, but yeah,
Are you feeling on form today? Do you feel you could perform?
always.
Incredible. Well, I suppose we better go to the stationery shop then. What a shame.
I feel like you've created a reason to go to a stationery shop. It was
That's why I've been so
entirely.
quiet. I've been trying to think of a
not
way that we
required.
can get there. Faywin has a skip in her step as she walks.
So you all head off to the stationery shop. Parchment
Very
and quill.
vital part of this plan that we've come up with.
Indeed. Head towards the Parchment and Quill, the official stationery shop of the Commonwealth. You arrive to. It's not a huge shop because it's a stationery shop. It's very specialist, but they do have some wonderfully embossed, different thicknesses of papers, different stains. They sell the little things you can crimp your own paper with. You can get them designed with your own seals and bits on them here. Lots of different inks and pens and types. And as Faywin walks through the door, you hear Alara, the scribe Alara Ravenscroft, say, "Well, look who it is. I haven't seen you in such a long time, Faywin. Come here. You haven't been in. Where have you been?"
Oh, I've been out adventuring, Alara. It's so nice to see you. And I hug her
Adventuring?
because no one outside ever hugs Faywin.
I whisper to Zaga, "Who's this posh bitch?"
No idea.
Not me, or
Wow. She's like,
What
"Oh,
happened to Faywin?
well, adventures. Tell me, and you've been writing them in your journal, I suppose."
of course.
Oh, exciting. Well, there's lots of new things in. We've been experimenting with mixing inks to get different effects and colours, and you'll love them. And she's like, "Oh, you've brought some friends?"
Oh yes. Let me introduce you.
She's like, "Oh, well."
And then I
Go for
tell
it.
everyone names.
She's like,
Oh, but
okay. Welcome to the Parchment and Quill. If there's anything you need, then do let me know, or one of
Yes. I have. How much would it cost to buy all your quills?
all of our quills of every different shape and type. Is this an
Yes,
actual
for all of
request?
them.
Or,
No, yes. It's just,
I mean, we'd have to go and price them up, but we're talking into the thousands of gold.
thousands.
Yes.
Never mind.
Yes, I thought.
Those
as
are
much.
some expensive quills.
She she goes, okay, leans down towards you, phone, and just says, "Are you in distress? Do you need me to call for anyone?"
Ignore him, pirate, and I roll my eyes.
Pirate,
Oh, these
indeed.
are
And she looks back at
beautiful,
you.
Alara.
Uh,
It's so beautiful as I touch all of the paper.
mhm.
Oh, this one.
Faywin, don't forget why we're here.
Sorry. Alara, do you have any clipboards in?
Clipboards.
Strange request, I know. Not my usual.
No, but yes,
purchase, but-
we will have some. They're not very fancy, but we have some basic clipboards. Yes, we serve them out to the councillors and the guys. Is that all
That's
you
fine.
need?
Yes. And just some basic stock paper. And a very, very basic run-of-the-mill quill for
She looks
the
at you
kobold.
like you've just killed her dog. She's like,
I was going to
"Faywin, are
say,
you okay?"
maybe try and get some, headed health inspector paper.
Health inspector paper. She's looking backwards and forwards. You can tell without inside check. that she thinks some shifty shit's going on here. Little Faye, when it comes in and tries all the fancy inks, wants all the fancy papers, has come in with a bunch of, let's be on it, ruffians. One's burped in her face. The other one asked to buy all her quills and then backed out.
It was in general.
And then you've asked for basic clipboard,
I
basic
whispered to
paper.
Faye.
Oh, of course, because whispers are the quietest things.
I mean, I whisper like a pirate. Favorite.
I'm also quite offended that Fabian only wants to get him the most basic of quills.
Mm-hmm.
It's so you could be a method actor.
You've gone in as someone who looks at the specialist, and you've gone, I get it, but can I just have basic this? If you were to go in, you know, when someone said, if what was I to do that would indicate to you that I was in trouble, that sort of thing. Like, what would I say that was so out of character that would make me think that you're in danger? You've just said the thing to Alara.
Ironically, Arta thinks this whole interaction makes it sound like Faywin's in danger for the exact same reason that she's not acting normal.
Oh, fair enough. You are.
Right. I'm very excited by all the posh stuff as well, but I've just settled for the kobold with the cheapest run of the mill.
Okay.
But I'm still touching up all the posh paper.
That's okay.
Getting your dirty hands all over them.
Yeah, you creep. She's like, okay. She like takes you over to the where the thing is and bags up some bits. And she gives her like a look to one of her assistants that's there. And they stood by like the back door, just kind of just watching all the rest of you. And she's like, well, if this is all you need and there's nothing else that I can help you with. Oh.
No, there is. And I pull out my notepad because I'm running out of pages. This one was so beautiful. Have you got anything similar?
Yes.
As you can see, I've had a lot to write.
Indeed. And she is like, yes. And she pulls out like a range of notebooks that are similar, with lots of different colours and shades and shit all over the front. Some of them with some inkwork prints on them of different patterns. But
Yeah, I'll go with one of those. Oh, this one has feathers on it. Could I take that?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Beautiful. And I need another ink as well.
Any?
What would you recommend, Alara? Just.
Well, I mean,
I'm out and about, so I don't want to use the most beautiful inks that you have here, but just something that's going to be quite long lasting.
We can top up one of the hardier inks that are in these, and she like pulls out. She's like, these much nicer containers, a bit easier for on the road. As she again is just looking up, looking down. Okay. Is that everything?
Anybody else need anything while we're here?
I need a better quill.
There's different kind of inks.
Oh yes, there's many different, not just shades, but things that can do different things, used for different qualities of paper. They bleed more, bleed less. There's lots you can do with an ink.
I have a question.
The more you know.
What paper do you think would be the best to construct some kind of paper gliding thing?
To carry a human-sized creature?
No, just to like throw around and play.
You want to make a paper glider?
Yes.
You making paper dragons for the ceremonies?
No,
Yes, that
Yes?
sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can.
We've
get you
said
some-
we'd help with the local schools. So.
Okay.
We did.
We did.
We did, yes. I had a conversation with the Commonwealth yesterday.
Yes, that's why I want
We can give you some
crafting paper.
Some slightly stiffer than the basic paper would be good for some crafting. We can get some.
Perfect. Put it on Faywin's tab,
sheets.
and I leave.
What about paper you can fashion into like a boat that would it be able to float on the water without destroying itself? Anything like that?
As I'm leaving, I hear this, and I go, oh, and one you can make into a hat.
I think I might have to kill you all today.
I think this is all. Thank you, Alara.
Yes, okay.
Hey, by the way, we must go for coffee whilst I'm back in All Earth. It's been such a long time.
Yes, definitely. As long
Maybe
as all is-
just us. I say under my breath.
Yes, that would be good to understand what is going on.
Zag is shaking his quill, looking at it, and says, I still need a better quill.
Zaga, that'll be fine.
Zaga, you clearly know your worth to Faywin. There's clearly it. No, that's all you're worth, apparently.
Laura, can I just get some ink, quill as well, please?
Yes, yeah, of course. Just the same, just standard ink and quill.
Yes, just standard. Standard's fine for me.
Yeah, she can.
Is Alara an elf?
Yes.
Makes sense.
I'll get this, everybody.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she rings it all up, all the bits. She still is unsure. You can tell by her face that this is a very strange conversation for her.
It's been a strange few weeks.
Did
That's
she,
okay.
Did I get my
Feywinn's
boat paper?
parents?
She didn't really understand what we were talking about boat paper. So there's thicker paper in there that is that could be used for crafting, which you could try and make a boat, I suppose.
Does Alara know Feywinn's parents?
Alright.
Will she go and report that Feywin is hanging with dodgy?
Delinquents.
That would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Imagine being back in town and not speaking to your parents. I wonder where she's going straight after this conversation's over. Yeah, so she rings it all up, and it'll be a gold piece for all of that together. You get like 25 pieces of this thicker crafting card. You get your notebook, you get a couple of quills, a couple of sets of ink, and a clipboard with some basic bitch paper on that you can find in front of it.
Can I buy a fancy quill, please?
You can buy a fancy quill.
I'll put back.
What do you mean by
coffee.
fancy? What do you want by a fancy quill?
Zaga.
Oh, you want a fancy quill for Zaga? Yeah, you can get like a silver piece. Will get you a very ornate, like gold. It's not real gold, obviously, but got like gold lined, bit like a fountain pen.
Okay, I'll buy that. There you go, Zaga.
Thanks. At least somebody trusts me with the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Catch up soon, Alara.
Yes, come back anytime. It's good to see you, Feywin.
Zaga takes his new fancy quill and his clipboard with the basic rich paper, and at the top of the page just writes health inspection, but he spells it HELTHINSPEN.
Good. Solid plan.
Okay, now.
So you're heading back towards the bakery.
If Feywin's paying attention to what he's doing, she could correct him.
My passive perception is 15. Do I notice him doing this?
You notice he's walking
Roll
along,
stealth check.
chuckling. Yeah, whilst writing. As you guys
Is Zaga
think
doing
he's
this on
fine.
purpose, or is it just him doing it?
No, this is how he thinks to start health inspection.
Fuck's sakes.
He's used to writing in Draconic, damn it.
You should read Draconic.
Zaga, maybe someone else should write up that list.
What?
Oh, your
What's wrong with
assistant.
it?
We'll be like secret shoppers. That's why we were there earlier.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea, Arthur.
What's
We
wrong with
could do a field review.
I recommend Feywin does it because I feel like she'd be very good at taking notes.
Should we
I can
recognise?
The gravy was top class.
That was gravy. I thought it was honey.
No, and my mate pie it was gravy.
Oh, you didn't
Like
get
a-
honey on your meat pie.
No,
Like,
no.
pass me the.
Although maybe that's something to try. You know,
Bit
sweet,
bit
savoury.
savoury. Ooh. What are we doing again?
Zaga, pass me
Well,
the.
we're going back to the bakery, you know. Let's say
We're-
do.
I
We've
passed
written
Feywin the clipboard.
a health inspection list.
Okay, I turn the paper over, and I write health inspection at the top. I
Yep.
then draw some different boxes with tick boxes next to it, and put things like fire exits and sanitization. Sanitization.
You got to make sure they've got the fire marshal jacket too. You know, the
Fire
heavy-
marshal jacket. Yeah.
World of
Like
Dragons.
storage, safe food storage, all of that sort of jazz.
Uh-huh.
That would make it look more realistic as to what he's going in there to look for. Like kitchen cleanliness, things like that. And
Maybe
then I
put
hand it
a
back to
minor
him.
illusion of a rat. Put it in there.
Can't we just have Von Van turn into a rat?
Didn't think of that. That's a good idea.
We can definitely do that. He can lead me to the trapdoor.
I mean, the
Yeah.
only problem with that is if someone tries to hit me, I will
Go
go back to being me.
Why would you have? You wouldn't want rat guts in your kitchen, though, would you? You'd want to like catch
There's a
it and
rat
ferry
in
it
me
away.
kitchen. What am I gonna do?
Or is that a song from your
Songs
people?
of your people.
It is.
Talking of people, I will need to go and see my parents at some point.
Where did you get that idea from?
I need to see your parents too. Well, your father specifically.
I
Oh,
wondered where
yeah.
that was going.
Can we all?
Why do you need to see her father? Are you getting the reward money without us?
No, nothing like that.
There
I
is
say
no
to-
reward money.
Just need to speak to him about something. He's rich in knowledge, so I've heard.
Well, we have and money. We have. There's the Commonwealth meeting, so I was thinking of going up to see them then. But
What?
that's
Can we tell what sort of time it is?
Look at the sky. Look at the sun.
Yeah. So
I'll
by
come
the time
sundown.
you walked back down towards the bakery, it's getting close towards midday. Because you left the druid's place about 9:30.
The boy's mum will wait a little bit for us. She wants to find out about her son. She's not going to rush off, is she?
Well, I mean, I could head back to the sundial,
I was
but I
going
might
to
get
say,
lost. So I need a guide, Arta.
How about you guys head down there with Saga? I know where I'm going. I'll go up to the sundial. Meet.
I know where the sundial is.
mother.
Owen's never wanted to leave home more.
It's like you've just picked all the worst things to do. It's like, yeah, if we're
Funny
going to go
though.
down, then we're going to split up and go the opposite sides. 2 teams in all have.
You guys come with us. The mother will wait. And, in case anything goes wrong, you guys are there.
In case
Yeah,
anything
okay.
goes wrong.
I mean, we did kind of tell her we'd meet her at midday. Maybe we just go there first.
If it's almost midday now, we go up there first, and then we'll say we're heading down. We have an idea of where he is,
And then we can meet her at the sundial later.
But she may want to come with us if we think we know where he is. And
Plus, if we arrange to meet at night time, she won't be able to know what time it is because the sundial won't be there anymore.
No, but it'll be a moon dial then, won't it?
Ooh. Is it a full moon tonight, Fabian?
I don't know.
You've lived here almost 100 years. Surely you know the cycle of the moon.
Oh Lord.
The funny thing is, you got the druid right there.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Moonbeam.
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Moonbeam.
it's
That's
like,
the star,
we all
dude.
know that.
Mr. Moonbeam. Bum, bum, bum.
Right, let's find her first. We'll explain to her that we have an idea of where he is.
But that she can't come with us because she's going to
Yes,
ruin it.
We will tell her that it's in our hands.
Maybe we find out her
Don't come
name.
with us.
Well, that could be your job, Farin. You're good at that kind of stuff.
Lord. Yep, sure.
Fabian, are you the
Right.
representative of the elves in this Commonwealth?
No,
Okay, Von Van is then.
thankfully. No. There are people much better than us representing our race.
Wow. So you're saying Van Van's not good enough? You hear that, Van?
Can we get on with this?
Yeah,
Please.
let's go. Let's just go.
I don't even know what you're doing.
We're going
We're
back
going to the sundial.
Okay, so you're going back to the
to meet the
sundial.
mum. Yeah.
Right. Cool. So you walked all the way down, you're walking back to the sundial. Oh, I suppose you could have stopped. Nah, do I want to let
We
you
would
that?
have been
No.
halfway, wouldn't we? 'Cause
Yeah,
we would've
you'd been like, oh shit, should we? It's getting pretty warm. Does that mean it's the middle of the day? Yeah, you head back towards the sundial. That's what I dicked around. Now I've lost all my pieces of paper.
Point her out when you see her.
As you can see, that main area where the sundial is where a lot of the festivities are happening for Candlemas, as it is the area outside the front of the Druids. The sundial sits in the middle of that big square outside the front of the Druid Manor. And you can see there's lots of stalls set up, there's loads of kids dressed in bears, and there's lots of different cloaks and druids dotted about. But you can see, stood next to the sundial is a frantic-looking half orc female. Even through your blurry eyes, you recognise as in well dressed, in like noble's attire. She's in quite a nice dress. Looks a little bit more rested than she did the night before. She's looking backwards and forwards. Before you get close to her, she spots you and closes the distance.
I put my hand up to shake her hand.
Hello. I don't think you were here yesterday.
We
We
didn't.
don't know her.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you. I'm Farin.
Thuma.
Thuma.
Like thumb, but instead of B and A.
Right, Thuma.
Is that
I
how
hear
she
that you're.
introduced herself?
No, this is how I'm explaining it.
Like thaumaturgy?
Yes.
I believe it's pronounced thaumaturgy.
I hear that
this is lovely.
you've.
My son,
your
yes,
son's
your friends here has said they would try and find some information and meet me here today.
Well, we have reason to believe that he may well be underneath the bakery, still alive.
Okay,
We
this is good. I mean, yes,
little
in the bakery.
kobold friend sensed half orc below there, so we have an idea of what we're going to try and do.
Please don't tell me. Okay.
Which I'll let Faywin explain.
I think it's probably best that you leave this with us, and we will come back to inform you more. And then I look at Von Van telepathically and be like, "You are absolutely freaking this poor mother out. That you've told her that he's under a slab of bloody stone in the bloody bakery, and now the first thing she's going to want to do is go to the bloody bakery and demand that he gets let out."
Is there a word limit on
Telepathically, absolutely not.
This is-
So yeah, to Thuma.
Thuma, yeah, she's like, okay, so you haven't seen him?
I mean, it could be another half orc. We don't know.
This
We need
is
a little more time.
okay.
Can you tell me? I'm so sorry I wasn't here yesterday, and I know you've probably had to repeat this 100 times. So I'm really sorry, but when was the last time that you saw your son?
2 days ago, he stopped. He just didn't come home from his shift.
And he was definitely working at the bakery 2 days ago.
Yes, we told him he didn't need to work. We don't need to work, but he wanted to
Told us earlier, Farin.
go out and earn money and yeah, he's been working there for a little while, but just 2 days ago he came back. He did not come back.
Well, wanting to earn his own keep is very noble of him. You have a very
But
smart
now
son.
he's not here. So
But we will look for him.
yes.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
So we wanted to update you. We didn't want to just not turn up at midday like my friends here have promised you.
The super
So
vague plan was. Well, anything you
Yeah.
can do? Just do you need my help? Is there anything I can do to help? Where should we meet? When are you going to do this? When will I see my son?
Von Van?
I mean, we're still investigating. Dude, it's only been 5 hours.
We don't want to
We're not magicians.
You set the time for us to meet here.
to spook them. You know, we're going to do this in the best way possible so we can get your son back safely.
Okay.
So we'll meet you back here in early evening, say about 6 o'clock, and we'll give you what information we have then.
Okay. Back.
Suma, can I just ask, have you
Yes.
spoken to any guards or anything about this already?
Yes.
Or are we the first people that you've told?
No. We've tried to speak to the guards, but they don't. They aren't claiming that that this is truly a missing persons until so much time has passed and there's lots of stuff going on. So I just haven't been able to. They won't do anything. They won't look into things. They're not useful at all in any way. So I decided to find whoever I could find to take matters into my own hands.
And anything other useful information that you have about Skeg that could help us?
Only that he's, like I say, he wanted to prove his worth and earn his money and that's it. He hadn't been working there a few weeks at least, but not long enough that he'd really completed his goal. Let's say.
Don't worry, ma'am. If the Commonwealth doesn't care about your son, we do. We'll do our best to get him back.
Thank you. So tonight here.
We'll be here at 6.
Okay.
And we'll update you on everything we know.
Okay. Thank you.
Hopefully, we might even have your son, but I can't make promises on that yet. We want to get this done properly.
Do you kind of like not she understands. Is clearly does not like that as an answer, but understands.
Okay. The sooner we get on this, the sooner we get more information. So 6 o'clock here this evening.
Thank you.
Are we the only ones currently looking for your son?
Yes, I haven't. Had you not turned up today, then I may have gone fearing that you maybe were a little bit inebriated and hadn't remembered our conversation. But yes, for the moment, I haven't engaged anybody else. I'm hoping that the matter can be sorted quickly. But I will be hounding the guards again as every day passes.
And Timo, one more thing. If you could just jot down your address for me, just in case for any reason we aren't able to get here at 6, then we'll know where to find you with information. I hand her my notepad and quill.
Nice. Yeah, she gives you a address within Morgana's room.
Thank you. Love your outfit, by the way.
It's not really the time, but thank you.
Oh.
Otter likes this.
Okay, should we go?
Yeah, she's like, okay, the little shorts running around here with sticky fingers. So the plan is now to go back.
Yes, we now have
forgive me for not being able to keep up with this plan, but I don't know where the fuck to point the camera.
Bagger, are you ready to be a health inspector?
Yeah. I'm going to use my hat of disguise to disguise myself as a halfling in the type of dress that I assume a health inspector would wear. Stuffy. You know.
Describe the outfit.
A lab coat.
With a little badge on his breast area that says health inspector.
Mm-hmm.
Can you copy the spelling from my notepad? From my
with the spelling
thing?
copied from Faywin's right.
Yes.
Help inspector.
And he will have a flat cap on.
Right. Oh yeah, because you have a hound. Nice. Okay. You are a halfling with a badge that says health inspector.
Is he in relation to Byron?
Oh yeah, have you got the accent?
I'm not going to do Irish. I may try and do a voice because Zaga will try and do a voice that's not his own.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So the queue, now it's just after lunch, right? So the lunchtime rush is in. People are this place. You wouldn't have been here when it had, but would probably die down between the meals. But at lunchtime is as busy as it was this morning. You can obviously just force your way into the shop. Queuing is very British, very all earth.
I'm going to say, should we wait a little while for this to die down? It is fucking lunchtime.
Do you want to do?
I might queue up and get another pie with honey on.
Do it.
I join the queue.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. So you can sit the queue. Queue again moves through fairly quickly within like 25, 30 minutes. You can get in and order yourself a pie from there. You see the same crew on there, just barreling through. Look a little bit sweated, less fresh than they were this morning, but yeah, rampantly working through and just getting people served. The selection slightly changed, a bit more on the pastry side now in the afternoon. A few more pies on offer.
You have it. How many meat pies left?
Oh, we always have meat pies. Any particular meat? White
You've
or
got a
dark?
mixed meat.
Oh, mixed meat pie. He shouts out to them one, and they do like a poultry and red meat mixed pie with a nice thick gravy.
No gravy.
No gravy?
Honey on it, please. Honey.
You want honey on your meat pie?
Bit of savory, bit of sweet. I think it could be something good. I'll let you know how it goes.
That sounds savage. The like young guy just with the black eye just like looks at you as he pours honey over the meat pie.
Keep it pouring.
Each to their own. Throws it in. That'll just cost you 2 copper.
No problem.
As you wait for...
I grab some serviettes.
Yep.
And is the door shut at this point?
The door barely ever shuts because there's always people moving in and moving out whilst it's this busy.
As I come out the door, do I
Yeah.
get a glimpse at what kind of lock it is? Is it a lock from the inside? Is it a lock that access on both sides?
It's it has a latch on the inside, and the outside you can see is a key.
Okay.
So the shop door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I notice any locks on the doors to the back? Have I got perception for that? Or investigation?
No, it's like a double door that opens up, so there's no locks on it.
Like
It
a
goes into
saloon
the
door,
kitchen
kind of.
like a saloon door. Yeah, but it's a full length saloon door.
Full length,
It pushes through, so there's no locks. And Zach would have seen that as well. It's just that you couldn't push through it without being seen. So no, there's just that lock. There's a small window that's like directly opposite the door in the back. But apart from that, yeah, it's just this door. And there's glass along the front, so it's like windows.
Who's saving me at this point?
The main one takes all the money, and it's the younger guys that bag it all up and get it ready.
So I receive it off the young lad, one of the young lads.
Yeah.
Can I ask him? Said I was in here earlier, and your boss there said Skeg has been here working a few weeks.
Chilean gentleman goes,
I'm a-
Skeg, and I said, it's not a big counter. Skeg isn't here.
No, I'm just wondering if you know where he's working now.
I have no idea. But
Can I
next, and she just starts moving on.
Can I insight
shuts
check him when
things.
she says that?
Yeah. What's wrong?
14.
14. You get that she's shutting down the conversation. Hearing you say that again, that she's shutting down talk of Skeg.
That's it. So I don't get anything more than that.
Other than that, no.
No problem. Thanks for your help anyway.
Inkling in my mind from my god that someone needs to change the batteries in their electronic fire alarm. In their
Yes, I
hardware
know.
fire alarm. Just an inkling from just like I had a prophecy.
That's fire safety. Cool.
Somebody should send a health inspector.
Nice. So yeah, you can wait if you want to wait. You're gonna have to wait until like an hour or so for the queues to start to die down, where you can see that it depends when you want to wait. You can wait to like the midpoint, like 2-3 o'clock ish, when it's just a few people that go in and out every so often.
I want to wait until it's quiet enough that it won't cause a commotion to shut the door for a little bit.
Going to be difficult. This is a very, very busy shop. You're essentially trying to close down a Greg's. So at any point, there's going to be always a few people floating around or going in and out, just maybe not queues.
Is it like a Newcastle Greg's where it's open 24 hours?
And they have parties and they have like
It's moving.
discos and that.
Do they?
No, they stopped
Not quite
doing
like
that.
There
No,
actually is. There's a Greg's in Newcastle. There's club nights.
No, they play club music, but they've had to stop being
Oh, have
24
they?
hours now. Actually, thinking about it.
They try to go.
I mean,
half
it's
hours,
good.
like
It's
it.
good, but it's no Greg's.
It's
Yeah,
close.
but if
I've
it's only a few people every so often trying to turn up and get in, then it's not so bad to have the door closed.
Yep.
How close are we to Sunrise District from here?
Quite far. You're all the way down in Narrow Way.
Oh, okay.
So as far as
Well, if we're waiting around for a little while,
Yep.
we're gonna go wander over towards Trinkets and Treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of have a little look around the store, just see what,
Oh yeah, I'll come with you.
what sort of
What's
things. they're
trinkets and treasures?
It's a quaint shop of curiosities and oddities.
Okay, what's that in English?
That's all.
Got
It's
it.
good for
Come to the
stealthy
shop and find
gadgets.
out.
Okay,
Good
let's all go.
for,
We'll wait.
for luck charms.
Mhm.
It's a very strange, quaint.
Is it near the sundial?
No, it's near where you are.
It's pretty much across the road.
It's not a magic shop, it's an odd shop.
It's an odd shop, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like going up to Trinket Stores, you can see as you get up the front of the shop doesn't look too much like it's not too fancy. It looks a little bit like the shop that's outside Redvant that you went to, and you can see there's like a station there for people to put horses up. There's a cart around the side, and as you go in, you can see that it's very much like almost like a trade shop. that there's what is in there is always rotating. There's a lot of travellers that come through and stay here. So when you look around, there's like a real mixed
they
bag.
could
There's
have
like
any
arrows.
odd
They could
bit
any.
of
There's like a bucket of freaking swords. There's some arrows, some shields knocking around. Nothing looks too fancy. Then there's like boxes of provisions and bits there as well. Some food stashes. So it's a very much like we've come in. We've got this stuff. Do you want to buy it? We'll trade for it. We'll take some provisions and get rid of these 2 swords that we got. So it's a very what could be there is complete roll of the dice depending on who's been in and who's been around.
Yes,
I forgot
Zaga
who
will
else
go
was
to
there.
the shop as well. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Nice. Yeah. So you go to the shop. There's a man as you walk through the door and have a look around. Kind of like not dank, very not very well lit, not very well presented shop. A little bit dusty in there, and lots of different smells of leathers and a bit of dirt and a bit of like the outdoors that's been brought inside. As this older human gentleman peers around with a pair of small spectacles, it's like, welcome to Trinkets and Treasures. My name is Ezra. How may I help you?
I just wanted to get a little look around, see if you had any interesting items in recently. I know you obviously got the usual swords and shields and the. But I was wondering if there's anything a little bit more, a little bit more out there.
Talk to me about what this out there means. We have a few people that come in for some of our more specialist items, but what is it? What are you looking for? I've got some tokens. That was funny.
Oh, my friend over here really likes tokens.
Oh, I mean,
Any
we
magic
have
beans?
He's a gambling man.
magic beans. No, we do have a few. Well, it depends. Again, what are you in the mood for? Something to enhance things. Something for sneaking away. Something for creating distractions. We have all sorts of
Distractions. I like distractions. And I cast Thaumaturgy and cough 3 times.
Okay.
Weren't you up to some self-juggling balls or something, Arthur?
No, distractions sounds much more fun. I was just bored. It would be a shame if juggling balls that you can't drop were put into the scenario after I kept talking about it for 3 months.
Yeah. It's weird.
I know that these are all really small shops, but in all of them, Faye would like to distance herself as much as possible from the group.
That really makes sense. Fully understood.
Have you got anything like, when a police officer, well, not police officer, but a town guard or an inspector or somebody flashes a badge and it's in like a leather holder? Have you got anything like that?
Like a holder or like the actual badge?
Well, what have you got?
Well, we've got some leather like money holders and like wallets that could be used for such a thing. I don't think we've got any badges per se. But yeah, they'll have like leather like wallets, which are like essentially money clips, small.
It's something that Zaga can flash really quickly.
Coin purses and bits. Yeah, because there'll be ones that hold like the where gold and platinum has been pressed into something a little bit larger that people will slide it in, so it's not all just coins. But yeah, you'd have to put something inside.
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Mm-hmm.
One of those leather things.
Yeah, okay, that would cost you copper. It's only a small bit of leather.
Yeah, it's fine. Zaga hands over a copper. And then he turns to Faywin, who's trying to pretend she's not with us, and says, Faywin, can you take a bit of paper and just mark up a really quick health inspector badge to put in here? It doesn't need to be great, it just needs to be something I can flash really quick.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
In the shop where you've just bought the leather...
Yes.
Sorry, do I know you?
Of course you know me.
Wow.
Wow.
You just bought me this clipboard.
It's ghosting you.
Mm.
Oh, Lord. Oh. I take the wallet off Zaga and put it in my pocket.
Okay. So I mean, yes, we can. We've got some some little nifty little tricks and bits we've got here. We've got this, and he goes through and pulls out. He's like, we've got this little pouch. This little dust has a few charges inside. Enough pinches of this thing can, I don't know, do some shit. What does it do again?
What kind of shit?
Well, think mainly what dust does.
Makes you sneeze?
You can, it can make you sneeze, yes. You can, absorb water to down to a pellet size to carry around some water. I don't really know what the applications for a lot of these things are, but I was sold on the promise of how wondrous they were.
What else you got that's wondrous?
Oh, lots of different things. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that can hold water. It's great for traveling. I've just remembered. Let me go through, and he gets out a book. Let's be honest. He's got his spreadsheet. He's going through it. He's like, yes, dust. Yes, this dust can condense water down to pellet size, and then the pellet can be smashed to release water.
Interesting.
Yes, that's what I thought. That's why I bought it.
Could make water appear from thin air, though. So,
okay. Well, I mean, it's not my fault. We've got some ropes that are able to do some fancy stuff. I think one helps with climbing, and the other one is for tying up, I believe. Any?
Do you have any bags?
Well, okay. Now you've got suggestions. Now you asked me to go through this book, and now you're coming up with. Okay.
Sorry.
Bags.
Please
no, it's
continue.
fine.
Whatever's easiest for you.
No, it's fine. Bags. What sort of bags? Normal bags?
Good bags.
Good bags. That's what you've got here, is it? Good bags. What is this? Are you actually going to buy something, or are you just wasting my time?
Wondrous bags.
Wondrous bags.
Yes.
Bags for life.
Okay. Well, no, it looks like we haven't got that much in here today, unfortunately. Shame. Stock take's coming up, though. Maybe you come back and we'll have something by then.
Have you got? You mentioned enhancing earlier. What sort of enhancements would you?
Do you want some private time here, Van?
He's got a little blue pill for you.
Fabian walks out of the shop and starts to make up Zaga's pass outside.
As I was saying.
Enhancing.
Enhancing.
Well,
yes.
We have a few.
Not the kind of enhancing these guys are suggesting.
Something that can make a little soldier stand to attention.
Okay. I've had enough. Right, that's it. Please leave the shop now. I've got to, do stock take. It's lunchtime. I just honestly don't have time for this.
Thank you, Zaga.
You're welcome.
Lovely. Thank you. No, yep.
Right, that's one shop that we can't ever go back in.
Zaga can, because he's disguised as a halfling, so.
Guys, and I gesture towards Serenade Sweets. If you haven't had enough honey, there's a sweet shop. And I look at Arthur. Essentially, I'm trying to get them away from me because I've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go back to the sweet shop again.
No, that's
just silly.
This is a sweet shop.
This is a sweet
too much sweets for me. I'm having a sugar crash. I can't have any more.
Okay.
And I yawn.
And I'm just making Zaga's badge.
How's my forgery coming?
Keep your voice down.
Stop Fabian, when are you going to introduce us to your parents?
Oh, good.
Mom, Dad, these are my friends.
Well, I was hoping to head back up to the Commonwealth for the meeting, but I don't think that we're going to have time, so hopefully
When is
we'll
the
have
meeting?
enough. Today.
When today?
What time would it be on the sundial for the meeting to start?
No, I don't think it would have been today. Mira's staying there,
Oh, right.
but yeah, they'll need to get everyone together for it. So it'll be within the next couple of days. So you can find out exactly when it is. Yeah, by going and find out. But yeah, they wouldn't have put it in the next day. There's like prep work to do before having this.
And this is the small council, you said that.
Yeah, this is like the Allhearth Council. So the people that look after the running of the town of Allhearth or the city of Allhearth.
You want to know how they're going to feed 150.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mira's like, hey, well, I've brought you 150 people, and they're like, what? Why? How do we make sure we don't break our town by letting them in, and what do we do about it? So essentially, it's find out what's going on.
I think Zaggy should be at that meeting because I think it was his idea to bring everyone here.
No.
So Faywin would have known that. So Mira's going to stay there to plead the case for the guys from the Glimmering Hollow and discuss, okay, like essentially like terms of them staying and what they need to do and blah blah blah. But there's the Ministry of Defence will be there as well because they've obviously come here for a reason. So that Mira has said there's a slot if you guys want to come and explain the Death Bloom to at least a small council of the Commonwealth. And from what you know from the Druids so far, that outside of the Evans sect, no one's really chatting much about it. So you don't know how much the Commonwealth know or don't know.
Otter, to answer your question, I will be meeting my parents without you to begin with. Whether or not I introduce you to them, we'll see how you will behave. But after your performance in that last shop, I'm not so sure. You have to remember this is my home.
Your family's rich, right?
Wealth. What does wealth have to do with anything?
Well, they have a big house, right?
We're not staying at my parents' house. Not a chance. Are we staying there? But did you just ask me why not?
Hey,
Are you forgetting this morning? Are you forgetting
You
this
said
morning?
you've got loads of property in Allhearth. Why can't we just stay at one of your
Oh
houses?
my lord.
Or are they not yours? They're your parents, and you're just pretending they're yours because you want to sound more important than you
And I need to speak to your father about something important.
What do you need to speak to my father? What possible business could you have with my father?
Jenny implied that he might have some information about my patron.
Jenny?
The hag?
The hag.
Well, the hag said I need to meet Faywin's mom, too.
You didn't even speak to Jenny the hag.
I did. I just didn't make a deal with her.
I don't believe my mother would have anything to do with you. Shouldn't you be
Jenny-
more
Jenny
interested in why the
implied she would-
Dragonborns were here?
Jenny implied she would cook us all a home-cooked meal.
My mother would not cook for you.
Can I do an insight check on Zaga, please?
Yeah.
I don't even need to.
Yeah.
That is a 24.
Yeah, Zach is clearly bullshit.
Yeah, no, I know, but that is whether I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no,
in our serious favour, I would need to speak to your father at some point.
Okay.
And as we are in Allhearth, it would be nice to meet your family.
Oh, can you imagine if her father was a pirate, and that's why you needed to meet him? That'd be cool.
I don't think he's a pirate.
He's got
but,
like one eye. Has he got one eye, and does he have like a wooden leg?
I wish I could show you my face.
Are we going to do this or not?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Well, just waiting for Fane to finish the forgery.
I was doing it whilst you were all talking about my dad, so I think it's pretty much there.
Well done. Okay. Yeah, let's go do it then.
Zaga, put your hand in this ink
Zaga puts his hand in the ink.
and press it on this line, the
Zaga
signature line.
presses it on the line.
Thank you. And then I pour some water on his hand from my water skin just to wash off the ink.
Is that how you do signatures in Allhearth?
No. But it just adds to the authenticity. Don't question me, pirate.
Someone's had enough.
This is.
Okay, let's go.
Aren't you happy to be back with us there, Faywin?
In Elvish, Tavon, thanks for your help with that. Big
And
fan.
Albert, I say, don't blame him.
I just do a look at Otter.
So you guys are
I love
stood
how Bob
round the
always
corner
gets to play.
from the just so round the corner from the bakery, waiting for it to get quiet. Went in, pissed off a shopkeeper, and now have done some kind of forgery
With a handprint.
On the street.
with a handprint on the street. Also, the handprint will be that of a kobold because a disguise doesn't actually turn you into a thing. So you realise after he puts his hand down, it's a claw. It's not got the right amount of fingers.
I thought I was being so smart.
I know.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but it could be like
What's
the
wrong with it?
authority of the health
be.
inspector.
But also, you've put a paw print on a health inspector's document.
Yeah, that's fine. It's the
I'm
chief
just as
health
long as you
inspector's
guys.
signature.
I'm making sure that I haven't misunderstood any
No,
of
no.
the.
Yeah, that's
No, you
spot on.
haven't.
Yeah,
This is what happens when we plan.
it would be bad if I
Oh.
accidentally missed, a point.
Yeah, no, I think you got it about right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You don't have any proficiency.
I
with
think
any
for
forgeries, do
the
you?
law and canon of the thing, we need an actual artistic drawing of that as well.
Of the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Of the badge.
Yeah, you don't have proficiency with a forgery kit, do you?
Mhm.
Is it on your tools?
No.
No. Okay. Cool.
Nope.
Can you roll me a deception check then, please?
Oh, this would be good with the +1.
I give guidance to.
What does that?
Give you
What does
I
guidance
mean, it
do?
only had some D4,
A
to
D4.
roll. So
Oh my god.
There's bardic inspiration work for this as well.
I think you could add everything we've got to this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's gonna help.
Ability check, I think so, but
Yeah.
let's just leave it at guidance because it's funny.
Uh,
I believe that's a total of 8.
yeah, sorry, it's rolled off my screen.
Nice. 8.
Oh, for fuck's
You've done a
sake.
pretty good
With
job.
guidance.
You've got a piece of blank white paper that you've handwritten health inspection on, drawn some boxes, as I understand, with different words in them, and then put a paw print at the bottom.
I mean,
No,
I did
no,
say
the-
that's
that.
the paper on the
print was
clipboard
the-
with the boxes. This is a forgery of a health inspector badge.
Oh, this is the
It's like a
badge.
leather.
Leather thing.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
yeah.
sorry. How silly of me.
Yeah, please.
And I did suggest to get the headed paper. I'm trying to say
Indeed.
Why would there be headed paper in a stationery? Can you imagine going into
It's a
Ryman with
stationery
health
shop.
inspector paper on it?
It's a stationery shop.
Oh
And
my
Iris said they
gosh.
did all sorts of stuff, including headed paper.
I did. I said they make little seals so you can stamp paper as well. You would have had to ask
See?
to get a seal
Somebody
made
was listening.
for.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how are we
so-
going to
so-
ask Alara, or can we just get a stamp that says health inspector because we're going to go and fraudulently break our way into a bakery?
No, because we're doing
Someone
some
who
sort of themed
knows me
party.
and my parents.
We were doing a themed party. Who knows?
Health inspector party. Have you ever been to one of those?
Personally, no, but I mean, who knows?
mean,
This is all it.
hands
all
up-
sorts of cracks.
Hands up anyone that's seen a health inspector in their entire time living in this world.
Never.
Yes.
Only those that have been
Byron
to
must have done in
large,
her nearly
large
100
things.
years.
only those that have been in big cities may have ever potentially even heard of health inspectors. But it's not the kebab shop down the road. It's not 2024. It's medieval
as
times.
I
People
look-
are shitting in the streets.
Well, Zachary.
He's magnificent. I'm glad I've got this badge for you.
Uh-huh.
Zach feels good about this.
As I looked down at my handiwork and I thought it was so much better as I was doing it,
Mhm.
I turned to Saga and I say, "Are you sure you can do this?"
Of course. Let's go.
Okay.
If anyone can pull this off, Saga can.
I'm just glad it's not me.
Okay.
All of you, hang around close in case something goes wrong.
What
I
could
think-
possibly go wrong?
I think you'll be able to tell if there's a problem.
We hear a fireball go off. We know there's a problem.
Do not fireball anything. So.
Highly flammable towns. I mean, I haven't properly set up the projectile. If I might have to, just in case,
I think we'll be okay. Let's just do this.
It'd be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so you wait for it to get slightly quieter. So there's a few, like you say, you're never going to get it completely quiet, but there's a few people going in and out. So you can wait till like most, or the current batch of customers have left, and you can go in.
Yeah, so Zaga will walk up towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have adopted a confident stride.
Yep. For a halfling.
He'll push open the door and announce himself and say, "Hello there. I'm Griff, the health inspector. I've come to inspect your premises." And then he'll flash his badge
Yep.
very quickly, like sleight of hand, so that nobody can actually see what's on it.
Nice. Roll a deception check.
Let's see how badly this can go.
See what I rolled there?
9. That was a natural
I
one.
rolled a natural 20 for an insight check. As leaning, like towering over the counter to look down at you, is the baker. As she goes, "Health inspector, today we haven't had anyone We haven't had notice. You can't just turn up here without any notice. Oh, where are you from exactly? Which department?
I'm from the Department of Health Inspecting.
The Department of Health Inspecting, right? You're here to check our premises. Okay.
Yes, it's been a while since your last check.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm not quite sure who's put you up to this, but I suggest you fuck off.
Are you refusing the check?
Yes, I'm refusing a check from... What did you say your name was?
Gruff.
Ooh. Ooh. On your hat... What does it say? Did it say you cast the disguise self spell? Or did it say you disguise yourself?
Just cast disguise.
What happens if someone sees through your disguise?
I have no idea. I've never actually read the spell.
This is always a good start, you know. Because I'm not sure if it's like an illusion spell where if someone discerns it straight away that they can see through.
It doesn't actually... Oh, disguise self, there it is.
Yeah.
This is why we don't plan, guys.
No, don't be put off planning. Just maybe.
It doesn't pass
better.
up to physical inspection.
Yeah.
So
Which is if they touch
somebody
you,
reached
okay.
out to touch, it would blah blah blah. Intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC.
Okay. So, I think they'll do. So with a nat 20 insight check, she realised that you were chatting bullshit against your deception. So I need to roll an intelligence investigation.
Intelligence investigation check.
That is bad. So it was a 7. So okay. So it doesn't see through your disguise. Knows that you're chatting shit, but as far as she's aware, believes you're a flat cap wearing halfling.
Idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll like I said, come back with the your official booking as we normally do when we have our inspections, and then I'm sure we'll be happy to invite you in.
We've had a change of policy. It's a surprise inspection.
Okay.
What good is it to warn you in advance?
She starts to walk around like, okay, you can leave now. Come on, get out. Just starts to usher you back out the door.
Does she touch anything?
It depends. She's walking towards you to usher you out the door. Are you going to let her touch you or giggity, or are you going to just leave?
I'm just trying to decide if I cast the spell or not.
You have a tail.
She might step on the tail.
Yeah. You have a tail that's being disguised currently. So yeah, she walks around the counter to like just get you. If you stepped into the door and announced yourself, she's like, all right, fuck off. She's walking around the counter, but she's like 15 foot to get you to be like, go on, fuck off now. So she will put her hand on you and throw you out if you're not going to leave.
At that point, I think Zaga's stomach will rumble again, and he might let out another fart.
She's like, you were in there earlier. Chase you.
Right, there was no such place.
Where are the rest of you stood?
Oh, well away.
Well away.
Well away, same.
Well away. Are you sure you're well away? You went to stand outside waiting for him? Because you were supposed to stay close just in case something bad went wrong.
It'd probably be around. I'd be around the corner.
I'm by the sweet shop.
So you are all scattered enough that you are not going to be picked up as the baker opens the door, screams as a small halfling with a flat cap runs out as she screams out, "You dirty shit. Don't come back here again." That went really well, guys.
I mean, brilliant.
I mean, we didn't get into a fight, so that's something.
Time for plan 2. Get me into the back room. I've got this.
It makes it last. Cool. So, it's the middle of the afternoon. The shop's still open. What are you doing? You're scared.
Closes.
It will close, and it wasn't open when you went past for the beers yesterday. So you assume it closes before, like at evening. You'd 6 o'clock ish. It doesn't do an evening thing, so you know it was closed last night when Thermal was running around looking for people. So yeah, you get the idea that it would close around sunset.
Okay. One of us should stay. At least one of us stay down this sort of way to see if, when they close up, everyone leaves. Because then, if everyone does leave, we can try and. I mean, Artie said you can shape stone, right? So if everyone does leave, we can try and. You can try and get in and.
If
Yes,
everyone
we have.
leaves, we can pick the lock, go in there, move the boxes, and pick the lock to the trapdoor.
Or that, but we need to make sure that everyone leaves. If anyone stays there, well, then we have to think of something else.
Who wants to keep watch?
Can I ask a question just about invisibility?
Mhm.
If Saga's holding something else, is that thing still visible? So it would just be floating.
No.
It would be invisible as well.
Yeah.
I
Anything
think
on
if
your
it's
person.
on
If it's
the-
on him at the time.
When he casts it, yeah. You
So
can't
if,
pick
for
something up.
example, if Von Van was a cat and Zaga could hold him and went invisible, Von Van would also be invisible.
Yeah.
As long as I'm holding him.
So you could hold him and take him in.
But then as soon as you dropped him, he would be able to go back into the invisibility.
Yeah. Never mind.
Or would I? But yeah, someone should keep guard and see if check the movements when they close.
Anybody want to volunteer?
Oh, not particularly.
Probably best it's not me. I've made a couple inquiries as it is, so probably best I don't.
Bye, boy.
I can. No one else wants to.
Thank you for volunteering.
He speaks.
You were talking to me. Sorry. What was I volunteering to do?
No one's wanted to do anything. I thought.
I am gonna keep guard in distance a little bit just to keep an eye on the shop. And
Yep.
some people want to do other things, go elsewhere.
Yeah, so it's so you waited till you dicked around until like 3ish anyway. So you've got about 3 hours to kill before the shop's going to shut.
Hold on. Von, are you just waiting to make sure that all 3 people that we saw in there leave?
Yes.
Could I not just have John do that and we come back and see John?
Does John not have to stay a certain distance from you?
120 feet, I think.
That's for controlling him. I don't think he has to stay within 120 feet of you. I think for you to give him orders, he has to be able to hear you. But if you say stay here until we come back,
Yeah, if I say stay here and let us know if
yeah. The only point you
all
got
3
is
of those people
you're
go
relying
through.
on John's perception checks. He can watch it. He'll get simple stuff, but yeah, you are relying on his perception checks for keeping.
Well, if he's sat near the bakery and is looking at the door, I'm not sure. Well, I was going to say I'm not sure even John could roll that badly, but we've all been here before.
Indeed.
It's up to you, Von. I can ask him to do that if you have other things you want to do, but
I mean, I probably should try and catch up with Tycho at some point today, but I mean, if John can, then yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave John keeping guard then.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get John to perch up. So he's watching a door, and you're telling him to watch for.
For the 3, so I have him on my shoulder. I let him look through the window so he can see the 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And say, do all 3 of those leave the building through the door
Okay.
when the shop closes?
Yeah, he'll watch that door.
And does anybody else go in?
Okay.
Essentially, it's the place
Mhm.
empty.
Nice. John, yeah, gets himself perched up, out of obvious sight. He's not just going to sit in the middle of the street, I'm assuming, watching over. And then you guys, yeah, can continue. So yeah, it's about 3 hours till it closes, and then whether you want to wait longer after that as well. But yeah, about 3 hours until closing time. For what time you come back, I suppose.
just a thought as well. Closing time is when we said we're gonna see her again at the sundial.
Closing time.
Absolutely no new information.
Oh,
It's a good
Art
time.
wants to go to that fancy shop that he heard about and get a fancy set of clothes.
Zaga
Mhm.
drops his disguise.
At one point, he feels that we're going to have to go somewhere like a black market. And we're going to have to dress up really snazzy.
Black market.
Why does he think a black market means we have to dress up in fancy suits?
I just want Arthur to get robbed, honestly, at this point.
Alright.
Just
You
get him
Art-
jumped.
ask
Art's going
and
to
you
spend some
shall
money.
receive.
Let Arthur spend some money.
You can go to Regal Attire.
I want some regal attire, please.
Yeah, you got 3. I mean, you got 3 hours until you said you were going to meet Thuma. You got 3 hours until roughly the shop shuts, but it's whether you want to go back when it's there or you want to let John do his business. And then, yeah, you've got the evening.
Zaga will wander over towards the docks.
Okay.
He'll follow the sound of water as Arthur suggested.
Yeah, so who's going where? Essentially, if you're going to go, are you just going to separate off and then spend 3 hours apart and just do odd bits and then come back? Do you not really care? I just
I
need
think
to know
so.
who's
I
in
think
what.
it's looking that way.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, Arthur, you can go off to Regal Attire whilst it's still open. You know. Did you say action, or did you say something else?
Yeah.
You didn't know what you said,
I
did you?
can't remember what words I said, but yes. I said
Okay.
yes. Woohoo.
Good. So yeah, you get yourself to the front. Regal Attire itself has even on like the outside, you can see it has like these deep red like velvet curtains that open the doorway. It has like a double doorway in, so as you walk through, it's almost it like feels very boudoir. And as you open the door, a small chime goes off like ting.
As I walk in, my cape's billowing behind me.
Nice. You have washed. I mean, you slept in your clothes last night, so there's a. Are you doing anything to tidy yourself up? Because you're a little bit stanky.
No.
No, that's what I thought. So as you step in with your cloak billowing, stepping out, you see a slightly older human lady, maybe like there's some graying going in there. You wouldn't guess a lady's age. As she goes, "Oh, hello," and then pauses. Can I help you with anything?
Can I make an investigation check to try and guess her age?
You can make an investigation check to try and guess her age.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. You would guess that she's like mid-50s, maybe?
Okay, cool. Indubitably. I was just going to speak like he thinks smart people dress, speak.
Yep. Smart people dress. That's exactly it. She rolled a nat 20. I'm keeping this dice out on her insight check, so she's seeing through this.
Indubitably, I've come here for clothes of a more fitting kind.
Oh, okay. A noble himself walked through our doors, and you have the gold for such clothes, I'm sure?
I get my bag of 884 gold pieces and I almost slam it down on the counter.
She immediately changes her demeanor. Well, sir, what can we do for you today? She's like, we have a full range. She's like, can we help just get rid of this armor to start with so we can see your proportions and work out exactly what style we should be going for here?
Of course. I want something fully fitted, of course. I expect nothing but the best.
She gives like a little clap as these two, one slightly younger lady and a not quite a child, but another like younger guy comes out and he stops helping, gets a little stall out, gets up, starts helping taking your armor off, derobing, and the girl helps as well as you're having this conversation as they are like essentially like as knights would have their pages. Is that the right word? Take their armor off. Yeah. They're there taking your armor as the main lady who introduces herself as Seraphina goes through and is listening to what you want. She's like, okay, and she's like, right. So she's like, once you're off with your armor, she then can take you around. She starts showing you different, essentially, outfit bits they have, from the very like pomp with the frills and like big puffy shoulder pads to more of the like workman suits attire. So something that's a little bit more refined, closer fitted, but for more formal occasions. So she tries to gauge what it is you would like. Essentially, up to you to define what you want, as long as you've got gold to pay for it.
So I don't. So I'm not looking for anything too fluffy and flighty.
Of
I'm
course.
thinking of something more subtle, but still in keeping with the with the I don't want to say illusion of grandeur, but delusion of grandeur.
Oh, I've got just the thing. She gets out like a big, like turtleneck ruff, big white fluffy ruff. She's like, this would accent off your mustache perfectly. The contrast between your beautiful skin color and this it just gives that little slight show, even under with your armor on, that just says, I'm better than you.
I'm very tempted. And
desperately want
I'm
to make
looking
it
for
like
something
that.
for sort of more formal occasions.
Okay. Would you like I see you sport the cape. That's quite the look these days. Something a little
the
nicer
cloak
with the cape.
has to stay.
Oh, okay. Well, we can work with some other bits around. And she goes through and pulls out like different nicer materials that could go like under the cloak so you can still keep the cloak, but it just makes it look a little bit nice. She doesn't like the cloak as much as essentially, what do you want designed? You can pay for whatever.
So I
the
want
fuck you
kind of like a formally kind of suit thing,
Mhm.
in case we have to go to a high class
Okay.
Black market where
Something that is
where people wear masks.
non armor wearing, like a
Yes, no,
Okay.
more like a sort of a suit.
For
type
like a
style.
suit, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so she goes through and gets out these nice like double and triple breasted jackets, which are that have like range of shoulder pad size, depending on what you want, with different designs, all very understated. She then goes through a nice range of colours. They have like deep reds and purples, all the way through to like the blues, lighter blues.
A purple, some kind of with sort of a gold sort of what's the word, stitching. Would be wonderful.
Nice. Yeah, so you mark that all up. She's like, if this is going to be a custom job, we can definitely get it done for you. So yeah, she can take it all down. A one-off, like a formal suit that could be worn to a thing will cost you 25 gold.
And the turtleneck?
Oh, the ruffle. Do you know what? Because I'm enjoying going through and working with you, add another 5 gold to that, and we'll give you 2 of the ruffle necks, because you always want them sparkling white.
Can I? Do you have it in a different colour, just so I can mix and match? Give it a bit of, spice up my days.
What colour are you thinking?
So one in white, one in. I don't know. You are the expert.
Do you know what? If you are going to wear it, potentially with some armour, one in black might just give something a little bit more menacing.
Yes.
She goes away.
No,
pulls one up.
I approve.
Nice. So yeah, she chalks it up.
Like a Pink Panther.
As 30 gold, and she got the designs out, takes your measurements, and like, all 3 of them get you measured up for this. Yeah, this like purple, this deep purple with a gold trim suit with the jacket and a shirt to go in underneath, and then these 2 big turtleneck ruffs, one in white, one in black, that could be worn under your armor as just a show whilst you're ready for battle, that you're off stern
Stylish
stuff. Exactly. The two ruffle necks you can take away now, but the suit you'll have to come back for.
How long?
With the stitching, either closing time tomorrow or the day after.
Oh, that's much sooner than I was expecting.
We are very, very quick.
And here, of course, is the payment. I shall see you tomorrow. The name is. It's fine. You'll recognise me.
Of course we will, sir. And she just didn't note you down by your size, essentially.
I bid you good day, and I bow,
Good
and I leave.
day. You leave, and the 2 of them go away. They obviously get you all
yes.
armoured up again as well.
Cape like bellowing as I leave.
Nice. There you go, mark
do
off the
realise
gold.
that's the voice I'm doing on my next character the entire time.
Hello.
Oh, wonderful! This is excellent.
Cool. Right,
That's how Faywin started. Now she's a chap.
Ha!
I don't know,
They
the
don't
voice
know.
came back in the stationery store.
Oh, I got excited
Hello.
by the paper and pens.
Perfect. as I'm leaving, can I have the white turtleneck on as I'm leaving?
Oh
with
yeah,
my
yeah,
suit?
yeah. You could get it. She was like, "Do you want to see it?" She'll fold up and they give you your what you were wearing underneath anyway, but you can have it on with your. So you've got this glistening white like ruffle neck coming out of your armor, which you can see like while she was getting ready. She got like the guy just to give it a bit of a buff. So you've actually got like a bit of wax that they've applied to your armor as well. Once you knew you were buying something custom, they just give a little bit of a buff to your armor as well. So as you come out, you're in a dazzling white ruffle neck with more shiny, gleaming, recently waxed armor. They couldn't take out any dents and nicks stuff in it, but it's got a shine to it.
Can I ask? Do I know anywhere where I could get, say, protective sleeves to ensure that my new items do not get dirty? Because obviously the suit's going in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
That's happening.
I mean, you could. What do you want? Like, just you want sleeves to go over your
No,
armament
like
stuff?
For like the turtlenecks when they go in my bag, I want to make sure they don't get dirtied by other things in my bag.
Yeah, you could easily got from her a suit bag that you could use for it.
Perfect.
Yeah. You'll get one with the suit, but these she'll give you one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not. And it's all like you can see as well. It's all marked up across the top that it just says regal attire.
I'm just imagining like it comes in like paper and it's got like a custom stamp, like wax stamp to kind of put it together.
It's very, very nice. The regal attire take a lot of care in their presentation of their suits.
Following that, I'm going to go sit by the sundial and try as I'm walking past windows. I'm going to try and like catch my look at myself in the reflection.
Yeah, be good. When you get to sundial, you're definitely trying to dodge kids that run around with sticky honey fingers dressed as bears. As you're like, fuck.
God, am I going to become a clean freak?
I don't know. Maybe we're giving you something clean freak. Potentially.
So you go covered in blood.
You
How'd
get
you
the
get blood out?
sundial ready.
I'll ask when I go pick it up.
There's spells
Wash
for
it
that.
in white. Wash it in cold.
Wash it cold.
I'll ask when I go back.
You go to the dock, Saga. Was anyone else going anywhere else?
I was going to try and catch up with Tycho quickly, see if there's any updates.
Cool. Nice. So we do docks. Where were you going in the docks, or what were you looking for in the docks, Zagar?
I was looking for the boat from Draka.
Nice. Okay. So you make your way into the docks area. Let me get the map up. Sorry, just I've got it.
Might have taken a while as I was following the sound of water rather than directions.
It's not too bad. If you head up past the sundial into the yards, you will hear the sound of water. It's in the general direction of the lake. So you come through into the dock area and you can walk up towards the Commonwealth. As you are walking along, you notice there's a few boats docked up. So there's different areas of the docks. There's to the right-hand side towards the Sunrise District is smaller docks where you can see that there are goods that are being delivered. Outside the yards, it's like slightly larger because you can see it's where you can see that already parked up in there are some larger ore-based ones, like essentially real big canal boats that are either full with ore being unloaded or loaded. And then as you walk in and make your way, once you get to the water towards the Commonwealth, towards the actual Commonwealth fort itself, you can see that there's this large park area that runs up to these docks, which are like much nicer docks, well presented docks, people transport docks, and you can see there are some ships there. At glance, you would recognise a ship that has come from Draka because you recognise the sails on it, you recognise the shape of the boat and how it looks. It looks like one of the ships that you've seen going in and out of Draka that are parked up or that moored up on the dock.
Yes, I shall approach that boat.
Well, it's on the deck, so to get in, you'll have to get past like the harbour master. So you can see there's the port. Essentially, it's not open access to the public. So there's a guard state positioned on the port itself as like a harbour master to let people in and out. This is also where transport boats will park up. So anyone that's coming by transport boat from wherever you can get transport boats to will park up here as well. And it's like a ticketing-esque situation. So you'll have to go up and approach the harbour master first.
Yeah, I'll approach the harbour master.
Sweet. So yeah, as you get up towards the thing, there's a guy sat in a small little office box. As he sees you approaching, he just pops out. He's like, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back on the boat from Draka. I left something there earlier.
Okay, the rest of the party came back early. Give me a deception check.
Perception. Where's that one? There it is. I figured being a kobold, he might,
Your DC
tend
is
to-
yeah.
24.
24, nice. He's like, oh yeah, of course, and just waves you through, which gives you at
so-
least some hope that he's seen at least kobolds before, or
Yeah.
kobolds about you before.
Or something draconic.
Yeah, you walk.
Yeah, and I'll approach the boat.
Cool. So you walk down the harbour as you look for different knots. There's a few different boats there. One of them looks like a larger seafaring ship. A few little transport ones, and then right at the end is parked up is the boat from Drakkar. As you get around there, you can climb up onto the boat if you like.
Yeah, we'll board them.
Cool. You board out as you get to the top and jump over the top. You see there's a kobold up on just like clean deck there. As he turns around, he's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm here to see you, motherfuckers.
Where the fuck are you came from? You didn't come with us.
No, I came a different way.
What do you mean you came a different way?
My name's Zaga. You ever heard of me?
No. Who the fuck are you?"
You never heard my songs?
He just starts.
Fucking
like,
Philistine.
"No." On the shouting, another two like kobolds just pick up like, "What the fuck's going on down there?" It's like, "This guy just came out of nowhere." It's like, "What the fuck?" And these all guys just come down. There's like 2 or 3 kobolds now around you. Again, very similar coloration to you, clearly from Drakkar on ships. "Where the fuck did you come from?"
Hey, I'm just here in Allhearth, and I heard there was a boat from Drakkar, so I came to say hello.
"Oh, well, yeah, we're here with the Hootie Snooty Dragon Boys. They
Yeah, what are they doing here? They never come here.
I know. It's pretty fucking big business over here right now. They've come to talk to the Commonwealth folk. I don't know what about them. I don't get paid to do that. I get paid to clean the floor.
They come to talk to the Commonwealth. That seems weird.
I know.
How many of them are here?
Just a small. We've got 4
Or where are they?
in the Commonwealth. We're here just...
Are they still there? Then they're not on board?
No.
Yeah, fucking hell.
They've been there for, what? It's like 2 days, 3 days? How many know we've been here? I don't know. Couple of days.
Where on the boat are their rooms?
They'll stop and look at you. What do you mean we're on the boat of their rooms?
Well, they might have some things to show why they're here.
They probably do have things to show. Ain't letting you go down to their rooms?
But I might have information for them. We might be here about the same things.
One of them puts his hand onto like a hilt. He rolls really badly. He's like, who are you?
I told you, my name's Zagazoo.
Yeah, I know, but who are you?
Famous performer.
But why you want to go into the... I think maybe if you need to speak to them, you go and see them in the Commonwealth. We're not letting you go around the boat.
Do you know where in the Commonwealth they are?
Do I look like I know where in the Commonwealth they are? I'm here on the
you
boat.
look like a dirty little floor scrubber.
Okay, get off my ship now! Get off my ship!
It ain't your
Get off
boat.
my ship! They start pushing you backwards. It's like a little fucking scrubby, fucking bar-type kobolds don't work a day in their fucking life. We're paying for them all our lives. Get off my ship! You
Fuck
force
your
it
ship. I don't need
Yeah, keep walking. He shouts out, "Hey, Harbour Master, don't let this little shit in again!"
Zaga strolls away from the bar.
You hear him just like spin out like, "Goddamn singers think they're fucking it. Try getting a job for once, you fucking shit.
Go scrub a floor.
Yeah, you go fucking scrub a floor."
I love it when kobolds get together.
It's like the old family. But yeah, they're not there. As you walk past the harbour, he's kind of just looking backwards and forwards like, what the fuck is even going on?
Kobolds, just a slight disagreement.
Okay, well...
I'll be back later. Thank you.
Perfect. Nice.
Depending on the time, do I have enough time to go to the Commonwealth?
Yeah, it's right there. So it's
yeah.
the regal gardens, as they were, that sit outside the fort, are border on the north side where the lake is, border the port, and then there's the thing. You can go there, but it is a fort with a big wall that is guarded by people, so you're probably not going to get in.
I mean, I'll try anyway. But if you want to come back after going to someone else.
I didn't. Was anyone else doing anything other than waiting for the sundial?
Bomb Bomb's going to see Tycho.
I was going to see if I can make a boat to float on water.
I was going to go to a shop, but that can wait.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would like to go without everybody else.
Oh, okay. You can go now to a shop if you'd like.
Cool.
If Tycho stuff is longer, then
we can leave that till next time.
Yeah, potentially. If you're going to go and want to have a chat with him about stuff,
Yeah.
could be slightly longer.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, really. Next time.
What shop you want to go to? And what are you trying to buy?
I'm not trying to buy. I wanted to go to the Mystic Emporium, I think. The one with the magic items. Magic. Essentially,
Yeah,
I want to go
in
somewhere
Summer
where I can
District.
chat about. Oh, what if you were to find a ring that had a soul in it? Tell me more about that. But
Okay,
I'm going to put Jeff in my pocket so they don't know, or make him invisible so they can't see.
Cool. So you can make your way. Yeah, you can go on your own to the sunrise. Yeah, we'll pick up the Tiger stuff after. So you can go to the front gate of the Commonwealth, and you can see this is like a castle-esque keep. Big wall that runs around the grounds. Big fancy ass gate at the front with elven guards outside as you approach Saga.
Yeah, I will approach the guards. I will announce myself with my name and say that I have a message for the Dragonborn visitors that are currently within the Commonwealth.
Oh, well, we can deliver your message if you would like.
Well, no, it's an in-person message that I need to speak to them. But if you could get a message and see if somebody could come out and see me,
We can take a
or if
message
you could
in.
let me in.
Okay. No, we can take a message in if you would like, but unfortunately, you can't come in without any sort of invitation / escort / whatever else the rest of the Dragonborn took in. They said they would be out. The rest of their crew has been left on their ship. Can you not wait?
Well, I'm not part of their crew.
Okay, so even more reason why you would not be let in to speak to them. Like I say, any message we can pass on.
Yeah, pass on the message, please, that Zagazoon, the kobold performer, is here outside waiting to speak to them of a matter of great importance.
Okay. We can do that. So
And I shall wait here.
Oh, you're going to wait here outside the front?
Well, yeah, that's where we've just passed on the message that says where I'm going to be.
Perfect. We can definitely accommodate that. As you see, one of them looks at the other one and just kind of nods. He walks up and goes to the guard house, and then you see him having a conversation, and then the other guard comes back. You are in for a long wait. Fabian, you making your way through the Sunrise District. A long time since you've been back in 5 weeks since you've been back in Allhearth, but yeah, seeing and smelling the different aromas late in this evening. As people trying to, essentially by this time it's getting close. Like a lot of the market stalls will be starting to pack up, so you're getting like the secondary waft of like all the fragrancy stuff being packed away and boxed up, and people moving about and closing up for the day. As the market stall at least is starting to close down as you make your way towards the Mystic Emporium. Where was would everyone else like have convened and then disappeared off? I'm thinking when you would have left people
We all
behind.
headed up the same way, didn't we? From the narrow.
Yeah.
From
Then gone in our separate direction.
Cool. So yeah, as you've
sundial.
yeah, that makes sense. So as you're making your way and walking your way through the bazaar, you Femin, you're walking, you feel someone just grab your hand. As you turn, you disappear.
Oh.
And then reappear again in the back alley a few hundred yards from where you are in the bazaar. And looking up at you, holding your hand with a cloak over her head, is your mum. She's like, Fabian, I got the message that you were being held captive, that you were in the city, but that you were with some pirates.
Oh.
This will be the first time that you have seen your mum perform any sort of magic as well.
Where did you learn to do it? No, I'm fine. Was it Alara? I bet it was Alara, wasn't it?
Yes, Alara, she told me you were here. Why did you not? You
No.
didn't come to see us, and I assumed it
No,
was. I haven't told your father yet, but
Mum. It's okay. I'm fine. I was.
doesn't
going to
sound like you're
assume
fine.
you've got-
What are you doing with pirates?
No.
I know I said go and have an adventure, but this isn't exactly what I meant.
Talking of an adventure, how have you just managed to poof me in the air? And
Let's talk about that another time. Why?
I
I've
am fine.
been waiting for
Listen,
you to break away from them so I can get you home to safety.
I don't need to get home to safety. I'm fine.
Are you sure? I've been watching them.
Yes.
One of them smells quite horrible, and Honestly, I don't know what the rest of them is. One of them's got very slick hair. The other one's... I can see the pirate, definitely. Are you safe
yeah.
travelling with just all these men?
Yes. We actually had another female, an orc or half orc, but we
Was
took her
killed?
to safe passage. No.
Oh.
Oh, they're my friends now.
You are
Oh my
seeming
goodness.
incredibly relaxed in this situation. Alara made it sound like you were... She said you were coming all sorts of different... You weren't... Essentially, you weren't being you.
No, I was. She's just overreacting. I don't need any posh parchment paper today. I just need
She steps
some
back and
basic
looks at you
supplies.
like... Faerwin.
Oh, I've had the most amazing 5 weeks, but it's also been horrendous. I have so much to tell you.
I'm sure you do. I mean, let's...
But not about my friends. They're great. They're the things we've seen and the things we fought. I've been fighting to try and save the forest. Did Dad get my messages?
Yeah, I think your father said he had a message delivered or two, and you were asking for lots of stuff, and I just said ignore you on your adventure. But if you are okay, then why? How long have you been in the city, and why am I having to come and find you in the middle of a bazaar?
I was going
get
to
some-
come and find you.
What?
Mum.
When? At your own leisure?
No, of course. I was going to come this evening.
You know, if your father had found this out before I had, he would have absolutely hit the roof.
I know, but he needs to relax.
Well, I was almost with him, to be fair. I get Alara coming to find me to tell me that you're running around with a bunch of pirates and ruffians. She said one of them burped in her
pirate.
shop.
Oh,
Art feels a
So
chill
it-
go up his spine.
Fowen does laugh a little bit.
You are incredibly... you're making me feel weird, because normally I'm the chilled one and you're the uptight one, like your father.
know,
but now you're...
But Mum, honestly, there's just so much to tell you. I'm just so happy to see you. And then I give her a hug.
She gives you a hug back. She's like,
If only
let's...
someone had returned Faywin to her parents for a reward.
Too late, motherfucker.
Yeah, that definitely would have worked. Cool. She's like, well, let's go home.
But no, I have to go back and meet my friend. We have plans. I was going to the shop.
So I found you now, and now you're telling me you have plans. You can't even come and see
No.
your own family.
I will come back and see you, Mum. But I have commitment.
Well. Commitments above your family.
You should be proud of me.
Well,
I'm bringing the people of Great Ashling together, and trying to do our bit to help with the death bloom.
That sounds wonderful. Well, I will keep this quiet from your father then, because he will be devastated if you are in town and not seeing him straight away. But do not leave it more tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'll come tomorrow.
Okay.
Or you want me to come tonight? You need me tonight?
No, if you're safe, and it sounds like you are, just, don't run off with any pirates before you've
Oh, I
settled
wouldn't. We need some time. There's a lot of things I need to speak to you about, and
Oh, really?
I
That
don't
would be
think
lovely
that-
if you came and see me at any point.
I don't think that Dad should be there for them. Things I've heard about you.
She... oh, she got really bad insight. She looks at you like very strangely, like, okay, either way, that we can have conversations tomorrow. Then your father will be working one way or the other, so you can go and see him. I'm sure he'd love to see you at the library.
Is that where I should meet?
Well, you can come and see me tomorrow. I'll be at home, but if you, I mean, your dad would like to, your father would like to see you. I don't know why I have to say this to you. It should be quite obvious. But yes, if you want to, I mean, make a surprise for him, maybe he can live, maybe believing that you just turned up and went straight to see him, his favourite little daughter. I'll burden the responsibility of you betraying us for your pirate friends.
Mum, it's
No,
not
mate.
like that.
It feels
Those
a little
people,
bit
they're
like
my
that. We were
friends
worried.
who have-
We were worried.
no,
It's
they've
fine.
saved my
It's
life.
fine. We were worried. I will say nothing. I will let you have your moment.
Thank you.
But yes, if you want to see me, I will be at home tomorrow. And if I say if you want to see me, I mean come and see me.
Okay. First thing, I'll be straight over.
Where are you going now?
I was actually just heading over to the Mystic Emporium. I wanted to ask them.
You were going
about,
shopping before coming to see us.
No, it's something really important. I need to know about rings with souls in.
Okay. I shall.
Do you know anything about rings with
No,
souls
I
in?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
so...
can I do an insight check on my own mother, please?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, piss off. Listen, that one.
Yeah.
It rolled from 19
You
to
can't
1.
read your parents. Who do you think you are? They born you out of the wombs and stuff. She's like, okay, well, we've made our deal. You go to your plans and you will see me tomorrow. And like I say, I will not say anything to your father. So make sure it's a surprise because he will enjoy it.
Okay, sure. Can you teach me to do that whole teleport thing that you just did?
No, that was nothing. That was something that someone I thought you were in danger.
Yeah, but can you teach me?
Let's talk about this another time. I thought you were in danger, and
Okay.
you've let me down. Let's remember that. That's the lesson we're learning from here.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
Okay.
she gives you a little kiss.
We'll
on the
talk about it
cheek.
tomorrow.
I'll see you
I love
tomorrow. Love you too.
Bye.
She skirts off back down.
I thought I was going to die. Holy shit.
Nah.
My heart.
Nice. So, what do you want from the Mystic Emporium? You want to go talk to me about that?
just
Actually, we can
more-
pick that up. We can pick that up
Yeah.
tomorrow. Actually, yeah. So we've got Von and you go to the Mystic Emporium. Zaga asking for a long wait outside the Commonwealth. Arthur in his wonderful
take a
gear.
Faywin with him, shouldn't he?
You mean you have someone that can get you into the Commonwealth and you don't take them with you to try and get in? It's weird.
Well, I was going to the boat. I didn't think I was going to the
I know.
Commonwealth.
I know. I'm just ribbing you. I mean, we spent 3 hours trying to get into a bakery. It's crazy time. Cool. We'll leave that there and pick up. It's 11 o'clock. So, yeah, we'll pick up next week with, Von going to see and Fabian at the shop. And then what you want to do from there for the evening. Wonderful stuff. The goddamn bakery.
We really achieved something today, guys.
We really,
I tell you
really...
what, that bakery started to feel like the village for the dogs all over again.
It is, but honestly, you know, with that bit when you were like, "Can we level up?" It's like you spent 2 hours trying to get into a bakery, and I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why, but it was great watching you plan. I'm so proud of you all. Next week, do they get into the bakery? Fucking who knows? Ta-ta, farewell.
Nipples.